Welcome to the fantasy audiobook. Rebirth. My aloof school beauty girlfriend is too sweet. Chapter 21. She went to watch this basketball game in her previous life. In fact, she also received a message from Wu Qingshu last night asking her to watch it. She remembered clearly that Zhang Che did not participate in this basketball game. Speaking of which, since Rebirth, many things seem to have gone wrong. She had thought about this problem, but she still couldn't figure it out. Could it be that the world she is in now is not her past life in the true sense? Perhaps it is a parallel time and space. I can't figure it out, I can't understand it. What? Zhang Che is here too. Jin Xiaoqiao got angry when he thought about Zhang Che holding Tang Yunren's hand in the infirmary a few days ago. What a handsome guy. Of course, we won't go. Yeah, Tang Yunren nodded. She thought so too, and she decided that regardless of what happened a few days ago, she would stay awake and calm from now on. If you don't want to go, you won't go. From now on, you will be completely separated from Zhang Che. If Zhang Che comes to see her again in the future, she will adopt a cold attitude and ignore him. Tang Yunren made a lot of determination, but her eyes had their own consciousness and could not help but look out the window. Cannot see. Tang Yunren twisted her neck back forcefully. Draw to distract yourself. Tang Yunren took out his drawing book and started drawing. In 5 minutes, she drew a basketball. Tang Yunren kept staring at the basketball in the drawing book. It seemed as if the basketball was moving and Zhang Che was dribbling and preparing to shoot. Wow! Tang Yunren pulled out her chair and stood up. Jin Xiaoqiao looked up at Tang Yunren. Ranran, what are you doing? Go to the bathroom. The scene changes. Tang Yunren came to the stadium. The game has not started yet, and the two teams are making preparations for the game. Tang Yunren saw Zhang Che wearing a red jersey on the court at a glance. Handsome, dazzling, eye-catching. He, Zhang Che, was undoubtedly the most eye-catching person in the audience. He has a handsome face, a powerful figure, and his whole body exudes the unique charm of a sunny boy. Tang Yunren couldn't help but blush and her heart skipped a beat. Love experience value plus 579. Hearing the system prompt, Zhang Che stopped his warm-up movements and looked at the crowd of onlookers. After scanning around, he finally successfully fixed on Tang Yunren. Did she come to see him play? Since this is the case, he cannot afford to lose. Just when Zhang Che was about to raise his hand to greet Tang Yunren, Wu Qingshu ran up to Tang Yunren and blocked them. Yunren, are you here to see me play basketball? Wu Qingshu deliberately raised his arms in front of Tang Yunren to show off his muscles. Tang Yunren glanced at Wu Qingshu's muscles lightly. Not as good-looking as Zhang Che. Tang Yunren turned her head and looked around Wu Qingshu, and saw Zhang Che waving to her, so she raised her hand, waved, and responded to Zhang Che. Wu Qingshu followed Tang Yunren's line of sight and turned around to see Zhang Che. Seeing the two people looking at each other across him, he was so angry that he almost vomited blood. He is stuck among you, can you please stop treating him like nothing? There is no most irritating one, only more irritating ones. Many of the girls who were watching looked at Zhang Che with lustful expressions. Wow wow wow, look at that no. 11. He's so handsome. He's so handsome. I wonder if he has a girlfriend. It doesn't matter if he has a girlfriend or not. If he has a girlfriend, I will make him an ex-girlfriend. That's right, I support you. Quote. Listening to the words of these nymphomaniac girls, Wu Qingshu's mouth twitched speechlessly. He's so handsome that he can be eaten as a meal. If he could, he really wanted to tear Zhang Che's face off and put it on his face. Tang Yunren looked left and right, then pursed her lips. Regardless of whether it was his past life or this life, Zhang Che was still so attractive to girls. Especially now, Zhang Che is so handsome that people want to go back and have a baby monkey with him. Seeing the boy's skin shining in the sun, Tang Yunren felt a little jealous. If his skin continues to look so good, it will soon surpass hers. This Zhang Che, he's so stingy. When I asked him how to take care of his skin before, he didn't tell me. He even insisted on calling him husband before he could tell me. She doesn't want to call him husband. Wu Qingshu and Tang Yunren stared at Zhang Che intently, the flames of jealousy rushed straight to their foreheads and their fists clenched loudly. Yunren, I will definitely win this basketball game. Just wait and see. After saying that, Wu Qingshu turned his head and looked at Zhang Che with thick hostile eyes. He's going to smash Zhang Che's annoying face with a ball. With a sound of "hoo," the whistle sounded and the game started. Wu Qingshu launched a fierce attack as soon as he got the ball. After coming out of the basketball training camp, his momentum was simply unstoppable. He dribbled the ball past 3 people, causing bursts of cheers from the onlookers. Listening to the cheers coming from his ears, Wu Qingshu was so excited that he almost started to scream. See, this is his strength. Today he is the dominant player on the court. Unstoppable. Let him have a slam dunk first. As soon as Wu Qingshu jumped up, the backboard and basket were blocked by Zhang Che. How come? When did Zhang Che come here? Also, why is his jumping ability so good? She can actually jump higher than him. Before Wu Qingshu could react, he saw Zhang Che's hand falling down like a big iron plate. There was a pop sound. He was blocked. Not only that, Zhang Che is extremely strong. This block shot him directly to the ground. Wu Qingshu sat on the ground with his legs crossed, staring dumbfounded at Zhang Che, who landed firmly on the ground. Ah! The crowd of onlookers burst into overwhelming cheers. So handsome, so handsome, so handsome. Ah! Tang Yunren was surrounded by deafening cheers. Her red lips were slightly parted, her beautiful eyes were wide and round, and her eyes were full of stunning brilliance. Love experience value plus 520. Love experience value plus 521. Love experience value plus 522. The system prompts one after another and cannot stop at all. Zhang Che looked towards Tang Yunren and saw that she was looking at him with shining eyes, and couldn't help but smile at her. Teenagers, sunshine, smiles, and sweat are all intertwined, exuding strong male hormones. Tang Yunren couldn't help but feel distracted again. Love experience value plus 812. Love experience value plus 799. Love experience value plus 808. Love experience value plus 816. The system's prompts are more dense and of higher quality. The girl next to Tang Yunren was so crazy that she crowed like a chicken. Ouch ouch, did you see that he looked at me just now? He must be interested in me. You are really narcissistic, he is obviously looking at me. Ah, oh my god, I don't have that sunny smile anymore. Away is dead. The game continues. Wu Qingshu stared at Zhang Che with splitting eyes. Zhang Che, don't yell too early. I underestimated my enemy just now, and I will definitely not let it go this time. Come here, Zhang Che said, spinning the basketball in his hand. Humph. Wu Qingshu left angrily. Li Hao came over and put his arms around Zhang Che's shoulders. Lao Zhang, when did you become so powerful? If you have nothing to do, just practice and play. By the way, pass the ball to me later. Okay, no problem. Now it was Zhang Che's turn to attack, and Wu Qingshu was gearing up to torture Zhang Che to death. He wanted Zhang Che to be completely embarrassed in front of Tang Yunren. Li Hao passed the ball to Zhang Che, and Zhang Che rushed over with the ball. Wu Qingshu opened his defense posture. You go and defend others, leave Zhang Che to me. He wanted to pay back the humiliation just now in person. He still doesn't believe it. He has been in the basketball training camp for so long and he is worse than a pretty boy. I'm here, Zhang Che, don't even think about it. Wu Qingshu opened his arms and blocked Zhang Che. He thought his defense was perfect, but Zhang Che could easily dribble past him and leave him alone. How can this be? His uncle was a coach at a basketball training camp. His uncle often praised him for his basketball talent and made him aspire to become an excellent basketball player. But he felt that the training was too tiring. His family owned a listed company and he was the second generation of rich people. He didn't want to do all those hard trainings. Old Wu, don't be stunned, quickly defend. Wang Zhen's shout brought Wu Qingshu back to his senses. Wu Qingshu turned around quickly and saw Zhang Che jumping up. He's going to slam dunk. Hateful, he actually followed what he did just now. He couldn't let Zhang Che succeed in dunking, otherwise he would lose all face. Thinking of this, Wu Qingshu couldn't care less and reached out to pull Zhang Che's clothes. Zhang Che didn't expect Wu Qingshu to jump over the wall in a hurry. He was pulled down unexpectedly and fell heavily to the ground. Wu Qingshu looked at Zhang Che, who was curled up on the ground holding his legs and enduring the pain, with a look of relief on his face. Deserve it. This is what happens when you go against him. Zhang Che. A clear female voice suddenly sounded from behind Wu Qingshu. When Tang Yunren saw Zhang Che injured and bleeding, her mind went blank and she hurried to Zhang Che's side without thinking. How are you? Tang Yunren's eyes were red with anxiety. I'm fine. Zhang Che gritted his teeth and replied. Tang Yunren looked at the blood on Zhang Che's knees, her heart jumped directly into her throat, and her furrowed brows were full of heartache. Even though he was injured like this, he still said he was fine. I'll help you to the infirmary. Good. Zhang Che put his arm on Tang Yunren's body without any politeness at all. The girl's figure was very petite and soft, and he was worried about crushing her, so he just put his hand on Tang Yunren's body a little. You're all relying on me. It's okay. I can hold on. As Tang Yunren said this, she put her arms around Zhang Che's waist and pulled Zhang Che's entire body onto her body. Zhang Che didn't expect that being injured would bring such benefits. This injury was not in vain. Fine. Zhang Che hid his happiness and couldn't let Tang Yunren find out the clues. He had to act a little exaggerated, so that she would feel more sorry for him. Just when Zhang Che was thinking happily, Wu Qingshu stopped them. Yunren, why are you so nice to him? Just because he's handsome, you can't be deceived by his pretty face. In fact, he is a wolf in sheep's clothing, very evil. Wu Qingshu was anxious and angry, especially when he looked at Zhang Che's hand on Tang Yunren's shoulder, where he could pick the stars and the moon as long as he wanted. You are the bad person. Tang Yunren's chest heaved with anger, and she glared at Wu Qingshu. Wu Qingshu, you've gone too far. You even pulled Zhang Che's clothes. It's okay if his legs are fine, but if something happens, I won't be done with you. Seeing Tang Yunren who was so angry for himself, Zhang Che couldn't help but snickered. I didn't expect this girl to have such a fierce side. The way she roared at Wu Qingshu, it seemed that she would really pounce on Wu Qingshu and fight Wu Qingshu in the next second. The more Zhang Che thought about it, the happier he felt. This little girl even said she didn't like him, so she completely treated him as one of her own. Step aside. Tang Yunren got angry, she was really angry. Zhang Che's legs were injured like this, and his knees were still bleeding. Wu Qingshu not only refused to apologize, but even called him bad. Okay, don't be angry, it's just a minor injury, it's really fine. Zhang Che persuaded. Do not speak. Tang Yunren also shouted at Zhang Che. It's true that Zhang Che is still talking when he's injured. Don't you know he needs to save energy? He's still talking for Wu Qingshu. Why are you so nice to Wu Qingshu? I've never seen you be so nice to her in my last life. In his heart, is Wu Qingshu more important than her? Thinking of this, Tang Yunren resented Wu Qingshu in her heart. Wu Qingshu looked at Tang Yunren's gaze towards him and was not only angry, but also a little jealous. He can understand being angry, but what the hell is jealousy? Okay, I listen to you and I won't say anything. Zhang Che deliberately put his head very close to Tang Yunren and smelled the faint medicinal fragrance coming from the girl's body. The more you smell it, the better it smells. The more you smell it, the more addictive it becomes. Love experience value plus 5-2. Keep sucking. Continue to have. Love experience value plus 56. Tang Yunren noticed that Zhang Che was very close to her, and the side of the big boy's face was almost touching hers. She thought that he was obviously so seriously injured that he couldn't bear to stick to her, but he was still trying to be brave with her. It's too foreign to her. He obviously called her baby last night. He clearly didn't regard her as one of his own. So angry. Tang Yunren subconsciously quickened her pace when she got angry. The wound on Zhang Che's leg was still bleeding, and he suddenly failed to keep up. Aha! A low hum came from his mouth. I'm sorry, I don't walk that fast. Tang Yunren turned her head and accidentally touched Zhang Che's mouth. At that moment, Tang Yunren's face turned red like cooked shrimps, still smoking. Love experience value plus 1032. Zhang Che just kept pressing against Tang Yunren's body and her face, just to take a few more puffs and increase his experience points. I never thought such a happy accident could happen. After Tang Yunren regained consciousness, she glanced around in panic. Don't worry, no one saw it just now. Zhang Che said, touching his mouth. Tang Yunren caught a glimpse of Zhang Che's movements from the corner of her eye, and saw that she wanted to find a mouse hole to crawl into. He must have done it on purpose. It's really annoying. If it weren't for his injury, she would definitely throw him away. In the classroom, Jin Xiaoqiao was looking at the key points Tang Yunren had drawn for her. It's been 20 minutes, but did you fall into the bathroom? Just when Jin Xiaoqiao was thinking this, a new message popped up in the background of the campus network. Jin Xiaoqiao is a gossip addict, and she must know about any gossip on campus. Jin Xiaoqiao was dumbfounded after taking out his mobile phone. The front page headline of the campus website showed a harmonious picture of Tang Yunren supporting Zhang Che. Didn't you go to the bathroom? Why are you with that pretty boy Zhang Che? What's going on? After Tang Yunren helped Zhang Che to the infirmary, she quickly pulled the doctor over. Doctor, help him stop the bleeding quickly. Hurry up. Doctor, what are you doing so quickly? It will hurt him. The doctor raised his head and looked at Tang Yunren with a very strange and complicated look. Seeing Tang Yunren's nervous look, Zhang Che comforted him and said, "It's just a minor injury. You make me feel like I'm about to die." Die. This word immediately stimulated Tang Yunren. In her previous life, God knows how she felt when she received the news of Zhang Che's death. It would not be an exaggeration to say that the sky fell. She felt that the whole world suddenly turned dark, and she couldn't believe that Zhang Che had just left her. Later, she put down everything she was doing and hurried to the hospital. When she saw the white cloth covering his face, she couldn't help but burst into tears. She couldn't accept the fact that Zhang Che died. She begged the doctor on her knees, as long as Zhang Che could be cured, even if it meant taking her life in exchange. Zhang Che kept staring at Tang Yunren, looking at her increasingly sad and broken expression. Are you thinking what he just said was wrong? After thinking about it carefully, he didn't seem to say anything. But why does she look like she's about to cry? Tears were clearly welling up in his eyes. Yunren, Zhang Che called tentatively. Tang Yunren was still immersed in the sadness of losing Zhang Che in her previous life, and did not hear Zhang Che's call. Zhang Che frowned, stretched out his hand, and took Tang Yunren's hand. Ranran, what's wrong with you? Tang Yunren regained consciousness after being touched like this by Zhang Che. Looking at the living Zhang Che in front of her instead of the cold and stiff corpse, her emotions suddenly disappeared and she threw herself directly into Zhang Che's arms. Ooh, Zhang Che, you big bad guy, who told you to say death? You will not die. You will never die. Ooh. Tears flowed heavily, soaking Zhang Che's clothes in just a few seconds. Zhang Che looked stunned and stunned. What did she just say? Her words, that he will not die, will never die. At this time, a bold idea grew in Zhang Che's heart. Could it be that she was really reborn? Looking down at Tang Yunren, who was crying in his arms, he felt that this look seemed familiar to him. After he suddenly died of an illness in his previous life, his soul left his body, and he saw Tang Yunren holding his cold body and crying with her heart broken. This is exactly what I saw. The more he thought about it, the more Zhang Che felt that the idea that had just grown in his mind was very likely. But that's not right either. If she was really reborn, how could she easily forgive him with the memories of her previous life? He remembered clearly that she wanted to break up with him. She said, "If I could do it all over again, I would never fall in love with you again." That kind of despair, that kind of determination, is still vivid in his mind. But if not, it is completely unexplainable why Tang Yunren said such words just now and has such an extreme reaction now. Tang Yunren was still lying on him crying sadly. Zhang Che sighed, raised his hand and patted her back gently, comforting her like a child. Zhang Che's comfort did not make Tang Yunren stop crying. Instead, it made her feel more sad and aggrieved, and she cried louder. Before Jin Xiaoqiao reached the door of the infirmary, he heard Tang Yunren crying. Ranran is crying. Zhang Che's actually bullied Ranran into tears. Li Hao was also followed. Li Hao was extremely confused when he heard the crying. I thought to myself that Zhang Che was quite serious on weekdays, so why did he make the beauty of Tang University cry? Could it be that Zhang Che just pretends to be good on weekdays, but he is really a wolf in sheep's clothing? Seeing the opportunity to be alone with the school beauty, he couldn't help but take off his vest and reveal his wild nature. Zhang Che. Jin Xiaoqiao rushed into the infirmary angrily. Just when he was about to attack Zhang Che, he saw Tang Yunren holding Zhang Che and crying sadly. Seeing this scene, Jin Xiaoqiao stopped getting angry and stood dumbfounded. Li Hao, who came in later, was also shocked by this scene. After Tang Yunren heard the movement, she reacted belatedly and quickly withdrew from Zhang Che's arms. No, why did she lose control of her mood just now? He must think her behavior is weird, right? And the scene where she took the initiative to hug Zhang Che just now was seen by Jin Xiaoqiao and others. How embarrassing. How to explain? Jin Xiaoqiao came to Tang Yunren's side, looked at her with extremely doubtful eyes, and reached out to touch Tang Yunren's forehead. You don't have a fever. Tang Yunren just wants to find a mouse hole to crawl into. The mouse hole is gone, but you can still escape the scene as soon as possible. Thinking of this, Tang Yunren turned around and ran away. Of course, where are you going? Wait for me. Jin Xiaoqiao ran out after him. After Li Hao withdrew his gaze from the door, he extended his thumb to Zhang Che and said, "That's awesome. You actually managed to make Zhang University's campus beauty." Huh, you just me, why did you make me cry? Li Hao asked curiously. I still want to know. Zhang Che looked at the injury on his knee, and his mind was full of images of Tang Yunren crying. You don't know, or don't you want to tell? Li Hao didn't believe it. Zhang Che must be hiding something from him. His intuition told him that Zhang Che most likely did something unspeakable to the Tang University beauty in the infirmary just now, and that's why he made her cry. Did you do that kind of thing to her? Li Hao raised his eyebrows and looked at Zhang Che and said. Zhang Che was speechless. Do you think I'm a 3-minute person? What was this fat man thinking? In such a short period of time, I thought he was a bean sprout. Besides, didn't you see that my leg was injured? Isn't the other leg uninjured? Afterwards, Zhang Che never responded to the messages he sent to Tang Yunren. Maybe she hasn't calmed down yet. Let him message her later. Night. Home. It's been more than an hour past meal time, and Zhang Mingquan hasn't come back yet. Mom, have you called Dad? Lin Ya frowned. The phone is turned off. Your dad forgot to charge his phone last night. Then I'll go out and look for it. Zhang Che was about to go out when Zhang Mingquan came back. Why are you back so late? The battery cart broke down, so I pushed it back. Zhang Mingquan changed into slippers as he spoke, his face clearly showing signs of fatigue. Looking at Zhang Mingquan, whose face was covered with frost, Zhang Che felt a lot of emotion in his heart. His father has always been the backbone of their family. He never complains or feels tired, and always suffers silently alone. Very ordinary, but also very great. Dad, I bought you a car, so you don't want to ride a battery car anymore. Zhang Che took out a car key from his pocket and handed it to Zhang Mingquan. Zhang Mingquan looked at the BMW key in his hand and was dumbfounded. Here, you buy a BMW. How expensive is it? How can you spend money randomly? What, BMW? Although Lin Ya knew nothing about cars, she also knew that BMWs were expensive and cost a lot of money. Xiao Che, didn't I ask you to save all the remaining money? If I had known you were spending money recklessly, I would have taken the money and saved it for you to get a wife. Lin Ya looked at the BMW key in Zhang Mingquan's hand and felt heartbroken. What? Bro, you bought a BMW. Where is it? Take me there quickly. BMW. I didn't expect that one day our family would have a BMW. Zhang Yuan pushed his wheelchair out of the room excitedly when he heard the noise. Go, stop making noise. Zhang Mingquan glanced at Zhang Yuan and frowned. Xiao Che, hurry up and return the car. You finally won a prize. You can't drift. We are an ordinary family and we don't do business. Why do we drive a BMW? I can just ride a battery car. Zhang Mingquan said that, but his hands were trembling as he held the BMW keys tightly. What man doesn't love cars? Zhang Mingquan has long wanted to have a car of his own. It doesn't need to be too expensive, you can still buy one for over 100,000 yuan. Zhang Mingquan originally planned to buy one when Zhang Che went to college. But he didn't expect his son to be admitted to Zhongcheng University. The tuition at Zhongcheng University was expensive, which can be said to be a big expense for their family. For this reason, he could only shelve his plan to buy a car for the time being. However, what he didn't expect was that Zhang Che actually bought him a car, and it was a BMW. Hundreds of thousands. Even the ones his boss drives are not as expensive as his. Dad, I really didn't spend money randomly. I just invested the remaining money in the stock market. I happened to be lucky. It hit the limit for several days in a row, and I made a lot of money. You speculated in stocks. Did you make money? Zhang Mingquan was shocked. Yes, Dad, I made money from stock trading. Zhang Che didn't deliberately deceive them, but it was inconvenient to talk about the system. Wow, brother, you are so awesome. When Zhang Yuan calls him brother now, it's a blessing. That's right, I'm so lucky now. Zhang Che deliberately pretended to be cool. This would only make them believe that he was lucky enough to make money from stocks. My little Che is really promising. Lin Ya used to envy other people's children, but now she doesn't envy them at all, because her son is already the envy of other people. How much did you earn from the stocks you bought? When Zhang Mingquan asked this question, he couldn't bear to let go of his car key. He was thinking that if he didn't make much money, it would be better to return the car. If there are really many. He also wants to experience what it's like to drive a BMW. It must be great. Dad, don't worry about driving this car. The stock I bought is quite impressive, let alone this BMW. Haven't you always wanted to open a restaurant? If this momentum continues, it won't take long. This wish can come true. Open a restaurant. Be the boss. This is what Zhang Mingquan has always wanted to do. I just don't have the money to dream about it. I thought that this wish would never come true in my lifetime. Now his son told him that he would be able to open a restaurant soon, which made him so excited. The hand holding the car key started to tremble, and his wet old eyes almost burst into tears. The food is cold, hurry up and eat. After you finish eating, Dad, you can drive and take our family out for a drive. Zhang Che said. Brother is right, take a ride in a BMW. Zhang Yuan felt so good just thinking about it. Okay, let's finish eating first. After dinner, I'll take you out for a ride. Zhang Mingquan said and put the key in his trouser pocket. During the whole process of eating, he would reach into his trouser pocket and take it out twice, for fear that this was a dream and that when he woke up from the dream, the car key would be gone. After the meal, Zhang Mingquan excitedly drove his family for a ride. If he didn't have to go to work tomorrow, he would have wanted to drive a BMW around Zhongcheng. It is said that people are in high spirits during happy events. After Zhang Mingquan came back from taking his family for a ride in his BMW, his face was radiant, his waist that was bent by the heavy burden straightened, and his face was filled with confidence. After living for more than half his life, Zhang Mingquan felt that for the first time he was living like a human being. All this is thanks to his good son. Xiao Che is really capable. Lin Ya's tone was full of pride. Yes, as expected of me, Zhang Mingquan. Zhang Mingquan said with a stern look on his face. Come on, it's not my teaching that's good. Yes, my wife taught you well. Thank you for your hard work. I will take good care of you tonight. You old crook, how old are you? Who's old? I'm only in my 40s, and I'm in my prime. Work hard, and maybe I can give Xiao Che and Xiao Yuan a younger brother and sister. Go, the more you talk, the more inappropriate you become. Why am I not serious? Now that the country has opened up the 3-child policy, I am responding to the country's call and contributing to the future development of the motherland. Lin Ya could see that Zhang Mingquan was really happy. She often saw Zhang Mingquan holding his mobile phone and watching live broadcasts about cars. Now that their son has bought him a BMW worth hundreds of thousands, how can he not be excited? Judging from Zhang Mingquan's excitement, he probably won't need to sleep tonight. Knock, button, Zhang Yuan knocked on Zhang Che's door. Come in. Zhang Che knew it was Zhang Yuan without having to guess. Why are you coming to see me so late at night? Zhang Yuan took out a pack of spicy chips from the wheelchair storage bag and handed it to Zhang Che. The weasel is giving New Year greetings to the rooster. If you have anything to say, just tell me. Zhang Che had never been able to get a spicy stick from Zhang Yuan before. He had always had to rob or steal it from her room. Zhang Yuan blinked his big round eyes and looked at Zhang Che. Brother, tell me honestly, where did your money come from? Don't worry, tell me, I will never tell my parents. Robbing a bank. Brother, you are serious about telling me this? Okay, then I'll tell you the truth. In fact, the me standing in front of you is not me now, but I was reborn from the future. After rebirth, I was bound to the system, mastered the wealth code, and could make money. Things happen in minutes. Zhang Yuan rolled his eyes at Zhang Che so hard that his black eyes almost disappeared. I said it all, seriously. Zhang Che nodded very seriously. I meant what I said. Guixin, I knew you wouldn't tell me the truth. You love to talk but don't tell. Zhang Yuan muttered as he pushed the wheelchair out of Zhang Che's room. Seeing Zhang Yuan's voice leaving angrily, Zhang Che laughed and shook his head. After talking to Zhang Yuan, I felt like a big stone had been moved away, and I felt much more relaxed. Sure enough, if you are an animal like a human, you can't keep everything in your heart. It will be much easier to find someone to talk to. Leftover. The only problem was that Tang Yunren's matter had not been dealt with. The message he sent her in the afternoon has not been answered yet. He sent her another message. If she didn't reply, he would go to her classroom to find her tomorrow. As soon as Zhang Che picked up the phone, Tang Yunren sent a message. The doctor told you not to touch the water for your injury. Seeing this news, Zhang Che suddenly felt like a rain came out of a long drought. As expected, she still cared about him. Let him tease her. Why didn't you send me a message until now? I've already taken a shower. No wonder my legs hurt so much. Tang Yunren raised her eyebrows anxiously. How old are you? Don't you have some common sense? How can you take a bath after being so seriously injured? So I need someone to remind me. After Zhang Che edited the text and sent it, he pressed the voice button again. Of course, are you willing to be this person? As soon as Tang Yunren turned on voice, her ears received a critical hit of 100 million points. The boy's voice is very pleasant, with a magnetic charm that is unique to men. Especially in this quiet night, the sound of it can make her pregnant instantly. He also said such words in such a nice voice to seduce her. This was unbearable for her. I do not understand what you're saying. Zhang Che is not stupid, and his emotional intelligence is not low either. It can be seen that Tang Yunren does not want to answer this question head-on. In this situation, if the man continues to ask questions, he is really stupid. The woman doesn't answer directly, so there are only two possibilities. One is that I like you but am embarrassed to answer. But I'm not sure about your feelings yet, and I don't know how to answer you. This topic could no longer go on, so Zhang Che changed the topic. The next question was something he had been wanting to ask during the day but had not asked. What did you mean by what you said in the infirmary this afternoon? Tang Yunren's pupils suddenly dilated. He asked anyway. What to do? How? Tang Yunren struggled and felt uneasy in her heart. Zhang Che looked at the still phone interface, raised his hand to touch his chin, and analyzed it carefully. During the day, he had suspected that Tang Yunren might have been reborn like him. Although double rebirth was too incredible, but then again, why was he allowed to be reborn alone? Tang Yunren couldn't be reborn. That doesn't make sense. The earth doesn't revolve around him alone. Just when Zhang Che was thinking this, Tang Yunren finally sent a message. You think too much, it's meaningless. Tang Yunren clutched the clothes on her chest and bit her lower lip nervously. Calm down. Don't get into trouble. As long as she doesn't admit that she is reborn, who can say that she is? Did he really think too much? Zhang Che frowned, thinking back on what happened during this period. On the first day he was reborn, Tang Yunren called out his name. At that time, he was wondering, Tang Yunren was the school belle of their Zhongcheng University, how did she know his name? Zhang Che wasn't sure whether it was what he thought, and there was no solid evidence to prove it. Everything was just speculation on his part. Forget it, why are you thinking so much? Regardless of whether it is or not, Tang Yunren is Tang Yunren, and it will not change because of whether she is reborn or not. He had long made up his mind to take good care of her in this life and make up for the mistakes and regrets of his previous life. It's okay. I saw you crying so sadly, so I was worried about you asking. Tang Yunren was obviously relieved when she saw the message from Zhang Che. Co-author, it turns out that she was the one who thought too much. Zhang Che asked simply out of concern for her, and did not think of some unreasonable and unrealistic metaphysical fallacies. Is your leg okay? Tang Yunren felt a little angry again when she thought about what Zhang Che said about taking a bath just now. Why doesn't he cherish his body at all? If he doesn't feel bad, don't others feel bad? The other people, she said, refers to Zhang Che's parents. Right, she was referring to Zhang Che's parents, who had nothing to do with her. Which one? Zhang Che deleted the message after editing it. Too frivolous. Just be more serious. I actually lied to you, I didn't take a shower. Is it fun to tease me? Tang Yunren was typing on her phone angrily. Not bad. Tang Yunren became even more angry. Just when she was about to throw her phone aside and ignore Zhang Che again, Zhang Che sent a new message. Zhang Che, I like teasing you. Zhang Che, I only like to tease you. Shua, Tang Yunren's face turned red. Tang Yunren pursed her lips and suppressed a shy smile, and the little deer bumped around. I found that you have changed and become glib. I need to explain that I am not glib. This is a sweet talk to you. So disgusting. Tang Yunren grabbed a pillow and buried her face in it. The little heart was beating wildly out of control. Ding. The message reminder sounded again. Zhang Che, are you free on Saturday? I want to go to the movies. Watching movies alone is too boring, so I want to ask you to go with me. Zhang Che wants to ask her to watch a movie. Tang Yunren's breathing became rapid. If she went, would this be considered a date? After experiencing what happened during the day, Tang Yunren's heart changed a lot. Before, she had been thinking about avoiding Zhang Che, forgetting Zhang Che, and not wanting to make the same mistakes as she did in her previous life. But when she saw Zhang Che injured and bleeding, and when she heard Zhang Che talking about death, she suddenly couldn't control her emotions. Turn out to be, she still loves him so much. Penetrate into the bones and carve into the depths of the soul. She couldn't forget him. If Zhang Che is really willing to keep being nice to her, she might try to love boldly again. I think about it, I was really heartbroken by this man in my last life, and I want to get out of it all at once. It's not as simple as just talking. If that's the case, let it be. Where are the people? Asleep. Zhang Che sent 2 messages in succession. Tang Yunren retracted her thoughts. I promised Xiao Xiao a favor on Saturday, but I don't have time. Zhang Che patted his forehead. He was so preoccupied with asking Tang Yunren to go on a date to watch a movie that he forgot about his promise to Li Hao to go to the party. I suddenly remembered that I have something to do on Saturday, so Sunday. Are you free on Sunday? It's available on Sunday. Okay, then I'll pick you up at your house on Sunday. Don't come, I'll go there myself. Tang Yunren didn't want her family to know about Zhang Che. Especially her 3 brothers. In her previous life, her 3 brothers hated Zhang Che the most. They felt that he was not good enough for her, so they attacked him several times, 3 against 1, and Zhang Che was beaten until his nose was bruised and his face was swollen every time. Although the past life was the past life and this life is this life, the scene of their fight has always been very deep in her memory, so it is best for them to avoid meeting each other. Why don't you let me pick you up? Zhang Che originally wanted to remove the back seat of his bicycle at home, and then ride his bicycle to pick up Tang Yunren. I'm afraid that when my family sees you, they will misunderstand our relationship. Tang Yunren said this with a hint of probing, testing what Zhang Che meant to her now. Zhang Che was not an 18-year-old boy, so he could see the hidden meaning of Tang Yunren's words. In fact, he could have taken Tang Yunren's words and said that they had that kind of relationship. But that would delay important matters. He had already thought about it. On Chinese Valentine's Day, he would give Tang Yunren a romantic confession that he would never forget. So before that, he must hold back. I'm not afraid of misunderstanding. I will pick you up when the time comes. After Tang Yunren saw such news, a look of disappointment appeared on her face. She had been fantasizing just now that Zhang Che would say domineeringly, that's the kind of relationship we have. Unfortunately not. You'd better not come. It would be better if you were seen by my parents. If you were seen by my 3 brothers, they love me very much and often instill in me to stay away from wolves. A little bit, if you let them see you, I'm afraid they will be violent. Quote. Seeing these words, Zhang Che suddenly felt a little painful. His 3 uncles often teamed up to beat him, 3 against 1, without any moral ethics. Later he will exchange himself for a kung fu master. When he sees them again, he will fight 3 against 1 to give back what he had in his previous life. Of course, he just wanted to think about it. After all, They were Tang Yunren's brothers, and it was her who treated Tang Yunren poorly in her previous life, and they were so angry that they attacked him. I'd better pick you up on the weekend. Then you can contact me anytime and sneak out while your family isn't paying attention. Sneaking away. Tang Yunren thought about it, and it felt quite exciting. Oh well, it's getting late, you can go to bed early and I won't disturb you. Well, you should go to bed early too. Good night. Animated emoticons of a man kissing a woman. Tang Yunren looked at the expression picture sent by Zhang Che and subconsciously brought her and Zhang Che in. She immediately shyly raised her hand to grab the necklace hanging around her neck. Why is she starting to have random thoughts again? So shameful. Just when Tang Yunren's face turned red, Zhang Che sent another message. You're not going to say goodnight to me. Good night. Tang Yunren edited 2 words. That's it. Zhang Che sent another dynamic emoticon picture of a man kissing his daughter. I sent you such a vivid good night, and you have to return it. This is how you reciprocate. So what he means is to ask her to send an animated emoticon of a girl kissing a boy. This. She couldn't pronounce it. She is not as thick-skinned as Zhang Che. I don't have an emoticon. Zhang Che raised his eyebrows. No. Then just say, good night, to me by voice. The voice said to him, good night. She would never say such shameful words. Ding. A new message alert sounds. If you don't tell me, I won't sleep tonight and will wait until you reply. What does it have to do with me if you don't sleep? Tang Yunren said to herself. Ding. If you don't reply all night, then I will go to your department to find you tomorrow. I'll ask you in person why you didn't say good night to me. Tang Yunren puffed up her mouth, edited the message and sent it. Don't tell. Absolutely don't tell. Do you want to sleep or not? Zhang Che looked at the message from Tang Yunren and thought about how to deal with this girl. After thinking for a long time, he couldn't think of a particularly good way. Before he could ask for help on Zihu, Tang Yunren sent a message. One's voice. What did you send? Want to be beautiful? Or something like, don't say anything. Whatever it is, it's definitely not a good thing. Even so, he still wanted to listen to Tang Yunren's voice before going to bed. Zhang Che prepared himself mentally and clicked on the voice. Good evening. ? Zhang Che was stunned for a moment, then took out his ears. Listen again. Good evening. The girl's voice is as beautiful as an oriole's, with a bit of a tingling feeling. It made him feel happy all over. A simple word. Cool. My wife said good night to him in person, and he will sleep well tonight. Zhang Che kissed Tang Yunren's WeChat profile picture several times with great satisfaction. Unexpectedly, his wife is still a tsundere. So cute. Sleep, 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 and have a date with Tang Yunren on Sunday. My little life was so happy that I could almost fly. Saturday. Before the time came, Li Hao started urging her like an old woman. Lao Zhang, haven't you arrived yet? You are the only one left. Zhang Che looked at the time. It was only 18:10. There were still 20 minutes left before the agreed time of 6:30. They were all here. 5 minutes later, Zhang Che arrived at the agreed KTV. Pushing open the door of the private room, there were only Li Hao and 2 other male classmates whom he did not recognize. None of the girls arrived. Aren't they all here yet? You know nothing. How can we make girls wait for us? Of course we have to arrive early, otherwise it will leave a bad impression. Li Hao said. Zhang Che didn't care about the impression he left on the other party. Anyway, he only had Tang Yunren in his heart. Just when Zhang Che was thinking this, he realized that the 2 male classmates had been staring at him, looking at him from top to bottom and from bottom to top, making his skin crawl. I wonder if these 2 people have taken a liking to him. The other 2 male classmates are named Tian Cheng and Chen Guang. The 2 of them pulled Li Hao aside. Why did you call such a person here? That's right, being so handsome doesn't mean we have no way to survive, right? You don't have to worry about that. My brother already has a master. Isn't there 3 missing ones? I'll pull him over to make up for it. After hearing Li Hao's words, Tian Cheng and Chen Guang breathed a sigh of relief. It's not that they are being petty, it's just that Zhang Che's looks are so good that he can compete with the eldest daughter of their school. Fat man, what are you whispering to them about? Zhang Che asked in a low voice. They are worried that you will compete with them for jobs. So that's it. Zhang Che saw that they had been staring at him just now, thinking that they had ulterior motives for him. It seemed that he was overthinking. It's all Zhang Yuan's fault. He's been doing CP all day long, which has affected him to some extent. Brother, let's set the rules first so that we won't look too ugly and make the girls laugh. Tian Cheng suggested. Okay, I agree. Then let's decide it the way men do. Arm wrestling. Whoever is stronger has first choice. Lao Zhang, come here. Li Hao shouted. You choose, I won't participate. Yes, you have the beauty of Tang University. You are really enviable. I wonder if this sorority can help me get rid of the fate of being single. Li Hao said with a yearning look on his face. Can make you cuckold in the future. 3 more. Zhang Che complained in his heart. The girl is almost here. As soon as Li Hao finished speaking, he heard footsteps coming from outside the door. I'm coming. Everyone hugging you was staring at the door with wide eyes. Except Zhang Che. Zhang Che sat in the innermost seat, took out his mobile phone, and clicked on the chat interface with Tang Yunren. I don't know what she is doing now. Just when Zhang Che was about to send a message to Tang Yunren, Li Hao turned his elbow. Lao Zhang, look, what are you looking at? Not interested. No, look quickly. What are you looking at? A beautiful woman. No matter how beautiful she is, he won't fall in love with her. Zhang Che turned around and saw Tang Yunren standing at the door looking at him. Tang Yunren, why is she here? Come to join the party. She actually came to join the party. Doesn't she like him? Suddenly I felt very, Li Hao. Single quote. Tang Yunren thought the same thing. Why did he appear here? He was also here to participate in the social gathering. Didn't he call her baby over and over again and say goodnight to her every night? Sure enough, men's mouths are all eyes. Wow, look, that man sitting in the corner is so handsome. Wang Xiao looked at Zhang Che with a look of infatuation and said. TCH, can a handsome guy be used as a meal? When choosing a boyfriend, you have to choose a rich one. The girl who said this is named Mei Xin. As Mei Xin spoke, her eyes glanced back and forth at Zhang Che and the 4 of them, taking in all their clothes, and finally her eyes fell on Li Hao. Li Hao was wearing a brand name suit and the watch he was wearing was worth 4 figures. The conditions at home must be very good. It's him. Li Hao had long noticed Mei Xin looking at him. Lao Zhang, look at that girl, she seems to be very interested in me, what do you think of her? Li Hao said excitedly. Not very good. Zhang Che looked at Mei Xin with unfriendly eyes. No way, I think she's pretty good, and she keeps looking at me, as if she's attracted to me. When Li Hao said this, he saw that Mei Xin was firing electricity at her intentionally or unintentionally. He feels that his spring must be coming. He's not attracted to you, but to your watch. Zhang Che looked at the watch on Li Hao's wrist. This watch was given to him as an 18-year-old adult gift by his wealthy relatives and was worth several thousand yuan. Falling in love with my watch. How is that possible? This is a men's watch. How could he, a girl, like it? Hearing what Li Hao said, Zhang Che twitched the corners of his mouth speechlessly. He deserved it. This brother of his had been deceived so miserably in his previous life. He only knew that the child was not his after wearing 3 cuckolds in a row. His IQ was unparalleled. 4 men and 4 women sat down facing each other. Zhang Che is really busy now. He has to keep an eye on Tang Yunren and take care of his brother. Let's introduce ourselves first, Tian Cheng said. Okay, I'll be the first to introduce you. My name is Tian Cheng, from the management department of Jiaotong University. I like sports and football. I would like to emphasize that I am currently single without a girlfriend. I have had a relationship experience. My name is Chen Guang. Like him, I am also from the management department of Jiaotong University. We are in the same dormitory. My hobby is singing. I think my singing voice is pretty good. I can show you my skills by ordering some songs later. My name is Li Hao. I am from Jiaotong University. I am not tall, but I am quite fat and good looking. Although I am only a college student, I have a house and a car and I am kind-hearted. I like food, and my biggest dream is to be able to eat all over the world in the future, of delicious food. After Li Hao introduced himself, he looked at Zhang Che. Tang Yunren was also looking at him. There are 3 other girls including Mei Xin. Although Mei Xin doesn't like Zhang Che's money, it doesn't stop her from admiring the handsome guy's appearance. Zhang Che watched Tang Yunren introduce herself and said, Zhang Che, male, 18 years old. It's over. He wasn't really here to socialize. With so many introductions, Tang Yunren still had to misunderstand him, so it was better to put on this aloof look. In this way, Tang Yunren's face didn't look very good-looking, and she glanced at him from time to time. He should continue to maintain his aloof appearance and appear incompatible with this environment, so as not to attract the attention of other girls. That's what Zhang Che thought, but the reality was completely opposite to what he imagined. Wow, the handsome guy is so aloof, he is my type. Me too. Shit, you clearly say you like puppies. Do you know that appearance is justice? In the face of absolute appearance, a little puppy is simply not good enough, okay. Tang Yunren was extremely angry as she listened to the girls whispering in her ears. Zhang Che, stink Zhang Che, she will never pay attention to you again. Fortunately, she thought of giving you another chance, but you came to the sorority party and deliberately acted like this. He must be. I know that girls nowadays like aloof boys, so I deliberately put on this look to attract them. Next the girl introduced herself. I'll come first. My name is Mei Xin, you can call me Xingxin. I have a cheerful personality, like to make friends, and also like to cook. I can cook many kinds of dishes. Mei Xin introduced this deliberately, but actually she wanted to do what Li Hao wanted. Sure enough, Li Hao took the bait and looked at her with the words, interested, written all over his face. Zhang Che looked at Mei Xin, thinking that this girl was really very scheming. Tang Yunren was always paying attention to Zhang Che's every move. When she saw Zhang Che looking towards Mei Xin, thinking that he was interested in her, she immediately lowered her head, pursed her lips tightly, and showed a sad expression in her eyes. After the other two girls introduced themselves, it was Tang Yunren's turn. Tian Cheng and Chen Guang looked at Tang Yunren with shining eyes, completely different from the way they looked when they were introduced by other girls just now. After Zhang Che saw this scene, he had no time to care about Li Hao. His own wife was being targeted, so he still cares about his brother. Hello everyone, my name is Tang Yunren, and I am from the Fine Arts Department of Jiangsu University. For those who study art, this is great. Yes, this major is good. Girls who learn painting mostly have a sense of calmness than ordinary girls, and they also give boys a sense of refinement. It is quite attractive for a beautiful person to be able to draw. Introduce more of the beauty. What other hobbies do you have? Are you single? Do you have a boyfriend? There should be many people chasing you, right? Tian Cheng and Chen Guang kept asking each other questions, and the more they asked, the closer they got to Tang Yunren. Bang bang, Zhang Che opened 2 bottles of beer in succession. His voice was a little abrupt, interrupting the conversation of several people. Zhang Che placed the 2 opened bottles of beer in front of Tian Cheng and Chen Guang. Drink. In one word, a little cold. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Seeing this scene, Li Hao curled his lips. At this time, a girl named Wang Xiao looked at Zhang Che and asked, do you have a girlfriend? Hearing this, Tang Yunren raised her head halfway, and as soon as she raised her head, she saw Zhang Che looking towards her. Seeing this made her heart throb. People ask you if you have anyone you like. What do you see her doing? You will make her misunderstand. Have. When Zhang Che said this word, he stared straight at Tang Yunren. In Tang Yunren's opinion, Zhang Che's appearance was the most straightforward confession to her. Love experience value plus 652. After blushing and heart beating for 2 seconds, Tang Yunren frowned. Is she actually overthinking it? If she is really overthinking, then Zhang Che said he has someone he likes. Who is the person he likes? When Tang Yunren thought that the person Zhang Che liked was not her, her heart felt as if someone was tugging at her. Wang Xiao, who was sitting aside, looked at Zhang Che and then followed Zhang Che's gaze towards Tang Yunren. I don't know if it's her imagination. Why does it feel like Zhang Che was confessing his love to Tang Yunren when he answered her just now? Beauty, why didn't you answer me just now? Do you have someone you like? Chen Guang asked Tang Yunren a question similar to Wang Xiao's. Tang Yunren's first reaction when she heard this question was also her body's instinctive reaction, and she looked towards Zhang Che. Now it was Chen Guang's turn to be confused. He asked Tang Yunren if he liked anyone, What did Tang Yunren mean when he looked at Zhang Che? Zhang Che saw Tang Yunren's reaction and was happy in his heart. Now that things have reached this point, he can no longer hide it. Stand up. Everyone is looking at him. Go around the table and walk towards the girl's side. All eyes were following him. After Zhang Che walked around the table, he came to Wang Xiao's side. Wang Xiao looked up at Zhang Che with a surprised look on his face, feeling secretly happy in his heart. Is she attracted by the cold and aloof male god? Wow, she is destined to be in trouble today. She is actually attracted by such a handsome guy. What if he confesses her love directly to him later? If she agrees straight away, will it appear rude? But what if she hesitates for a second or two and makes the handsome guy unhappy and loses his patience? Wouldn't she suffer a big loss? If the other party is really angry and stops talking to her, who will accompany such a rare and extremely handsome guy? She figured it out, being reserved as AP in front of a handsome guy. Whenever Zhang Che opened his mouth, she would immediately agree. Just when Wang Xiao made up his mind, Zhang Che said, "Sorry, beauty, can I change places with you?" Ah, Nani. Wang Xiao blinked and looked at Zhang Che, his mind stuck and unable to react for a moment. Not only Wang Xiao, but also other people in the private room were all looking straight at Zhang Che. Seeing that Wang Xiao was silent for a long time, Zhang Che repeated what he had just said, "Can I change places with you?" Oh. After Wang Xiao responded dully twice, as soon as he stood up, he saw Zhang Che sitting next to Tang Yunren. The private room was very quiet. Maintaining the previous scene, everyone continued to look at Zhang Che and Tang Yunren. Tang Yunren stared blankly at Zhang Che, who was sitting next to her, with her red lips slightly open. Why didn't you tell me 2 nights ago that you were coming to a sorority party? Zhang Che asked first. You still ask her, and she still wants to ask you. Then why didn't you say it? Tang Yunren asked back. Don't get me wrong, I came to the sorority just to make up for the money. If you don't believe it, ask Fatty. He said that he asked me to come over and help. After speaking, Zhang Che turned to look at Li Hao. Why are you still standing there stupidly? Please help explain. Yes, school bell Tang, don't get me wrong. My brother originally didn't want to come, but I threatened him by jumping off the building and asked him to help make up the numbers. At this point, Li Hao realized that he was just a dog meddling in other people's business. Originally, he asked Zhang Che to come over because he didn't want Zhang Che to hang himself on Tang Yunren's tree, and felt that it was impossible for them to do so. However, in fact, the two of them had already secretly met Chen Kang. Brother Zhang Che is so uninteresting. If you look empty, you must let him treat you. So that's it. Tang Yunren didn't look like Li Hao was lying. Having said that, she was reborn after all. The moment she met him in college in her previous life, she recognized Zhang Che as the little brother next door who rescued her from the river when she was a child. Since then, she has been secretly observing him and asking about some things about him, so she still knows whether he has a girlfriend. What about you? Zhang Che asked Tang Yunren in turn. I'm Xiao Chao who asked me to come. She was originally going to participate in this party. Isn't it almost the end of the semester? The history subject we took is particularly difficult. She has to study hard, so she asked me to come for her. Quote. As soon as Tang Yunren finished explaining, she saw Zhang Che smiling. Seeing the smile on Zhang Che's face, Tang Yunren reacted belatedly. Why was she so anxious to explain? Didn't this suddenly expose her foxtail? Yes, I understand. Zhang Che brought his face close to Tang Yunren's and nodded. Zhang Che's slightly smiling look made Tang Yunren so shy that she wanted to run away. Love experience value plus 213. The current situation does not require anyone to explain. Anyone who is not blind can see that Zhang Che and Tang Yunren are from the same family. Don't play like this. Among the 4 girls, Tang Yunren was the most beautiful, and it turned out that she was already married. Tian Cheng and Chen Guang expressed their envy, but after seeing Zhang Cheng's incomparably handsome face, they could only remain silent. If they were girls, they would also choose Zhang Che. Would you like a drink? Zhang Che took a glass of juice and handed it to Tang Yunren. Thank you. Tang Yunren thanked her politely. Why are you so polite to me? These are what I should do. Zhang Che said in a matter-of-fact tone. I really don't regard myself as an outsider. Tang Yunren complained softly. Zhang Che deliberately approached Tang Yunren's ear and whispered in a voice that only the two of them could hear, "Then do you treat me as an outsider? You are an outsider. It was true in the past life, and it is true in this life as well. Not in the future," Zhang Che said. What? Zhang Che's voice was a little soft, and Tang Yunren couldn't hear it clearly. I said, "Drink juice." Zhang Che deliberately changed the topic and said. Tang Yunren looked at Zhang Che with suspicious eyes. Although she hadn't heard much clearly just now, she was sure that what Zhang Che said was definitely not the following words. "What kind of juice should you drink? We are all adults, so drink beer." Wang Xiao wanted to drink beer herself, but if the other girls didn't drink, she would look too tough by herself, so she poured a glass for Tang Yunren. She doesn't know how to drink, so I'll help her drink. Zhang Che reached out and picked up Tang Yunren's wine glass. Hey, isn't that right? We came to join the party to get rid of the fate of being single, but you came here to spread dog food. Do we still have any humanity? Wang Xiao took the lead in teasing, and others followed suit. That is to say, the show of affection was struck by lightning. Today it's great to show off your love, but tomorrow we'll cry after breaking up. Forget it, Lao Tian, don't be jealous. I have fully realized that I am the successor of socialism. How can I talk about the love between children? Tang Yunren was not as shameless as Zhang Che. When she heard what they said, she immediately took her wine glass back from Zhang Che's hand. You don't need to help me drink, I can do it myself. Are you really okay? Zhang Che's soul has always been with Tang Yunren after his death. In my memory, she has never been touched by alcohol. Tang Yunren did not answer Zhang Che's words, but directly picked up the wine glass and took a big sip, proving with practical actions that she could drink. Seeing Tang Yunren drinking so heavily, Zhang Che wanted to estimate how much alcohol she had. However, in just 5 minutes, Tang Yunren felt that the laughter in her ears began to become noisy and buzzing. My vision gradually became blurred, and my head became dizzy. Sensing that something was getting more and more wrong with her, Tang Yunren, who was still mostly conscious, knew that she was drunk. Of course, she would not tell anyone such embarrassing things. The field of vision is getting narrower and narrower, the buzzing in the ears is getting louder and louder, and the consciousness is slowly starting to fade away. If she continues to let it go, she will become completely drunk and lose her composure. I'm going to the bathroom. After Tang Yunren said this, she stood up staggeringly. Zhang Che could tell at a glance that something was not right about Tang Yunren. Are you okay? I'm fine. Why am I not fine? Tang Yunren opened her eyes as wide as possible, deliberately pretending that nothing happened to her. Shall I go with you? Zhang Che stood up. No, thank you. After saying that, Tang Yunren started to pinch her waist quietly, refreshed herself, and left in a hurry. She didn't want Zhang Che to see her being drunk and losing her temper. It was really embarrassing. She had to go to the bathroom quickly and take a shower. Just when Tang Yunren was thinking this, her legs suddenly softened and she fell towards the ground. Just when she was about to have a close contact with the earth, a hand suddenly stretched out, wrapped around her waist, and caught her firmly. Who is it? Tang Yunren was shocked. I'm afraid he is a bad person with impure thoughts. With a nervous heart, he suddenly looked up, and when he saw that familiar face, he breathed a long sigh of relief. Fortunately, it's him. I'm fine, can you let me down? Tang Yunren was held in Zhang Che's arms. This posture was a bit too ambiguous. Fortunately, she was drunk now, so even if she blushed, no clues would be detected. You can't see the blush, but your heart is beating so fast that it almost comes out of your throat. Love experience value plus 369. Zhang Che looked at Tang Yunren, whose face was flushed, and his Adam's apple rolled subconsciously. At this moment, he really wanted to throw away all moral etiquette and shame and kiss her directly. But not for Tang Yunren. Because she is the girl he cherishes most. Doing something offensive like that to her is disrespectful to her. You don't look like you're okay. I'll send you back first. I can go back by myself. Really? Then I don't care. If you are targeted by bad guys like this, late at night, and you are yelling at you every day, it will be miserable. Hearing what Zhang Che said, Tang Yunren couldn't help but feel scared. Not to mention that she was indeed a little drunk. Even if she was not drunk, if a girl goes back late at night, if she encounters a bad guy and is dragged into an alley, then please send me back. Say that you are in trouble and don't see me again. Treat me as one of your own. If you have anything to do, just ask. One of our own. What does he mean by this? Tang Yunren couldn't understand Zhang Che anymore. She didn't know which of his words were true and which of them was false. She couldn't tell the weight of his words. Zhang Che called a taxi using a taxi app and helped Tang Yunren get into the car. There were no lights on in the taxi. Tang Yunren was going to be drowsy under the influence of alcohol, but now the dim environment made her even more unable to hold on. You can sleep on my shoulder for a while. Zhang Che looked at Tang Yunren and said. Zhang Che's words were like magic to Tang Yunren, causing Tang Yunren to turn her head and look at Zhang Che's shoulder without her control. The boy's shoulders are broad and big, making him look very lean. Tang Yunren was thinking, it must be very comfortable to lean on such a shoulder, right? Shangui thought so, but she felt that it would not be good to do that. Come on. Zhang Che moved closer to Tang Yunren and stayed close to his side. Tang Yunren lowered her head and looked at the legs of the two of them leaning together, and her heartbeat suddenly accelerated. Love experience value plus 589. Just when she was about to move to the car door, Zhang Che reached out and covered Tang Yunren's head, gently but domineeringly placing her head on his shoulder. Tang Yunren's pupils dilated instantly, and the area where her head was covered by her hands felt hot and numb. Plop plop plop. The heart beat very loudly. If you dance so loudly, Zhang Che won't hear it, right? Love experience value plus 587. Hearing the system prompt, Zhang Che looked sideways at Tang Yunren. Tang Yunren's eyes were wide open, and her long and dense eyelashes were trembling like butterfly wings. Every trembling carried an indescribable bewitching power, tempting him to commit crimes. Simply deadly. Zhang Che's chest was obviously rising and falling, his brows were furrowed, and he could turn into a fourth baby, fire baby, when he opened his mouth. At this moment, the car suddenly bumped. With quick eyes and quick hands, Zhang Che grabbed the girl's waist and held her in his arms. Tang Yunren was slightly frightened, and her face turned slightly pale. It's okay, I'm here, don't be afraid. Zhang Che said softly, as if coaxing a child, and patted Tang Yunren's body with his hands. Originally, Tang Yunren felt quite embarrassed after she realized what she was doing, and wanted to push Zhang Che away, but she just snuggled into Zhang Che's arms, feeling the boy's thick palms gently touching her body. As I was taking pictures, I felt at ease inexplicably. Slowly close your eyes and enjoy this moment of comfort and tranquility. I thought it would be great if this moment could last forever. After a while, Zhang Che heard the girl's long breathing sound after she fell asleep, and the breath she exhaled happened to spray on the collarbone of his neck, teasing him to transform into a fourth child again. We're here. The driver stopped the car. After Zhang Che glanced towards the community, his eyes fell on the girl in his arms. He now had many messy thoughts in his mind. For example, give the driver some money, rent his car, and then he and Tang Yunren will be alone in the car tonight. It's exciting just thinking about it. This idea grew crazily in his heart for a while, almost swallowing up all his sanity, but in the end he was forced to control it. She is his, this is an unchangeable fact, so there is no rush for this moment of tenderness. Why? A long sigh. It's hard to be a man, but it's even harder to be a good man. Don't you want to get off? The driver became anxious and turned to look at Zhang Che and urged him. Go down now. Before waking up Tang Yunren, he had to do something, otherwise he wouldn't have to sleep tonight. He lowered his head and kissed the girl on the head. Much more enjoyable. Zhang Che felt relieved, but the driver was stuffed with dog food. Go down, hurry up. What if he is heir? Are all young people today so thick-skinned? The driver's suddenly raised voice woke Tang Yunren up. Tang Yunren rubbed her eyes, her voice sounded waxy because she hadn't slept well. Reached. Arrive. Oh, I'll leave first. As soon as Tang Yunren opened the door and got out of the car, she saw Zhang Che also getting out of the car. What are you doing down here? It still takes 5 minutes to walk from the entrance of the community to the downstairs of your community. No one can guarantee whether there will be any danger in these 5 minutes. Since I have already sent you here, I might as well send you to the door of your home. Quote. There's really no need. They've already arrived at the community, and the community is monitored. There are blind spots for surveillance, right? When Tang Yunren wanted to say something more, the taxi had already driven away. Zhang Che spread his hands and said, "The taxi has already left." Seeing this scene, Tang Yunren thought that it was useless for her to refuse in this situation, so just let him go. Tang Yunren had just taken 2 steps when something suddenly occurred to her. She suddenly turned her head and looked at Zhang Che. "How do you know it takes 5 minutes to walk from the entrance of the community to the downstairs of my house?" She just told Zhang Che that she lived in this community, and she didn't tell him which building in the community it was. She didn't even mention that it took 5 minutes to walk from the entrance of the community to the downstairs of her house. So how did he know? She had suspected before that Zhang Che was reborn like her. Could it be that he was really reborn? When Zhang Che saw Tang Yunren looking at him like this, he didn't think about rebirth like Tang Yunren did. He just thought that she regarded him as a stalker. Did he think that he had followed her before, so he knew where she lived? No, this misunderstanding cannot exist. Gotta explain. I just made a guess and said it casually. He knew that this reason was perfunctory, but he just refused to admit it, and Tang Yunren couldn't do anything about it. Just as Zhang Che expected, although his words were full of loopholes, Tang Yunren could not find the exact fault. Tang Yunren thought about asking Zhang Che directly if he was reborn. But if he really asked, it would be equivalent to exposing himself first. Tang Yunren glanced at Zhang Che from time to time with probing eyes, trying to see any clues on Zhang Che's face, but there was none. Not long after, the 2 of them arrived downstairs. "You should go back early. I'm a man and you're still worried that I'm in danger." "Who is worried about you?" "I just think it's too late. Your family will be worried about you. Actually, men are also in danger, especially handsome ones like me." Hearing what Zhang Che said, Tang Yunren rolled her eyes at Zhang Che speechlessly. "Are you really not worried about me at all? Aren't you worried about me meeting a female gangster? If you meet a female gangster, will you die of joy? Who do you think I am? Do you think I'm the kind of animal that relies on its lower body to think? I'm a gentleman who can sit back and relax." When Zhang Che said this, he added something. "Unless the female gangster is you. Tang Yunren, you are the gangster. I will go back and ignore you." After saying that, Tang Yunren turned around and left. Ran. When Zhang Che shouted, Tang Yunren immediately stopped and nervously grasped the strap of her bag. Ran. You can pronounce this affectionate name smoothly now. She doesn't even consider her feelings. Do you know that every time you yell like that, she feels like an electric current is surging through her body, and her heartbeat is always uncontrollable. Love experience value plus 654. What happened? As soon as Tang Yunren finished speaking, she realized that she had stuttered. Tang Yunren, why are you so worthless? He just called your name, just a little more intimately, but why can't you speak well? You're not really 18, okay. Speaking of which, although she was in her early 30s in her previous life, she had always only liked Zhang Che, so she never had feelings for anyone else. "I have never been in a formal relationship, nor have I had any intimate actions with other members of the opposite gender. Except when Zhang Che was drunk, asleep and sick, he kissed him secretly. So for her, whether in her previous life or this life, she has no experience in love." Zhang Che took a step forward and got closer to Tang Yunren. Looking at the girl with a familiar face, he really wanted to pick it and taste it. "I called you because I wanted to say something to you." What are you talking about?" Tang Yunren stuttered again. "Just say it, why are you so close to her? She is already so hot that she can hardly breathe." Love experience value plus 887. Breathing became more and more rapid. The chest was heaving with waves. Love experience value plus 900. Still going on. Love experience value plus 901. Love experience value plus 902. Love experience value plus 903. Why is this little girl so nervous? It's not like he wanted to confess to her. "Good evening?" Tang Yunren was stunned. "Just this. Otherwise, which one do you think it is?" Zhang Che said, deliberately teasing Tang Yunren. Tang Yunren panicked. I didn't think so. You lied, you must have thought that just now." "I don't." "You have." "I really didn't. I do not believe." Tang Yunren took a step back, and Zhang Che took a step forward. Until finally, Zhang Che handed Tang Yunren to the mailbox. There is no way to retreat. Tang Yunren looked up at Zhang Che with her beautiful eyes wide open, her heart beating like war drums on the ancient battlefield, dense and powerful. Love experience value plus 923. Love experience value plus 924. Love experience value plus 925. Being stared at by the girl's beautiful eyes with water-cut pupils, Zhang Che felt like his heart was being scratched by cat's claws, so much that he just wanted to get down to the task quickly. It's getting worse and worse. What's even worse is that the girl's mouth is slightly open due to excessive nervousness, revealing her cute teeth. The protruding beetles seemed to be waving to him hospitably, saying to him, "Come on. Come on. Gudong." He swallowed dryly, and his Adam's apple rolled obviously. He can't hold it anymore. Don't worry about so much. Zhang Che took a deep breath and reached out to grab Tang Yunren's shoulders. Get closer. What is he going to do? Are you going to kiss her? Tang Yunren looked at Zhang Che with wide eyes. How can that be possible? There was no way Zhang Che wanted to kiss her. He won't. Right, he must be teasing her. Tang Yunren thought so, but Zhang Che's face kept getting bigger and bigger in front of her. We're about to kiss you. No way. Did he really want to kiss her? At this moment, a loud shout sounded. Let go of my sister. Chapter 31. This shout made Zhang Che immediately give up all the impulses in his heart. This rough voice, without turning around, was known to be Tang Yunren's third brother, Tang Faizan. No, my third brother is here, please leave quickly. Before Tang Yunren finished speaking, Zhang Che had already fled away. Still want to run? Tang Faizan raised his fist and chased after him. Third brother, stop chasing me, Tang Yunren shouted anxiously. How dare you bully my sister? If I don't catch you today, my surname will not be Tang. Tang Faizan became furious when he thought that his sister was almost bullied just now. Zhang Che looked at Tang Faizan who was chasing after him, and immediately asked the system to exchange track and field athletes for him in the mall, and then he was able to get rid of Tang Faizan. This kid runs really fast. He's exhausted. Tang Faizan looked forward and saw that Zhang Che had already disappeared. What made Tang Faizan even more speechless was that the kid just jumped up directly from the fence. The scene was very similar to the hurdle race he watched at the sports meeting. Are all gangsters' physical fitness that high now? Isn't it good to be an athlete if you have this ability? What kind of gangster? Tang Yunren ran over out of breath. Third brother, where is he? Run away, Tang Faizan said through gritted teeth. Just run away. Tang Yunren breathed a sigh of relief. Shaoran, next time you come back so late, call me and I'll pick you up. If I don't have time, I'll have my eldest brother and my second brother. It's too dangerous for you to come back alone at night. Fortunately, I just thought of coming out to see you. Look, otherwise you will be bullied by that gangster. When Tang Yunren heard what Tang Faizan said, her thoughts suddenly came back to the scene downstairs just now. If Tang Faizan hadn't come out, would Zhang Che really kiss her? Tang Faizan saw Tang Yunren's distracted look and thought she was overly frightened. It's okay. If that guy dares to take advantage of you again, I won't even recognize him. Tang Faizan clenched his fist and said. Tang Yunren looked at Tang Faizan's big fists and thought of the scene of Zhang Che being pressed to the ground and being rubbed in his previous life, and became worried. Third brother, did you see that person's face clearly just now? Tang Faizan frowned. The light was a little dark just now, so I couldn't see clearly. Otherwise, I would call the police immediately. Just don't see it clearly. Before Tang Yunren could finish breathing, she heard Tang Faizan's voice ring out again. But you don't have to worry. Although I didn't see his face clearly, I still have an impression of his outline. If I meet him again, I will make him look good. What to do now? Tang Yunren was as anxious as an ant on a hot pot. After returning to the room, Tang Yunren immediately called Zhang Che. Did you go back? On the way, Zhang Che just took a taxi and got in it. You don't have to worry about me. I can run fast. Not to mention your brother, even your three brothers can't catch me. Who is worried about you? Tang Yunren casually grabbed a doll from the cabinet, and then rolled it into a round shape and then flattened it. I asked my third brother just now, and he said he didn't see your face clearly. Zhang Che laughed and shook his head. This little girl is really hard-spoken and soft-hearted. She obviously cares about him, but she still insists on denying it. But this awkward little look was just the right thing to poke at him. I like it very much. That's good. What's so good? You don't know. My third brother said that although he didn't see your face clearly, he remembered the outline of your figure. He also said that if he sees you again next time, he will definitely recognize you. He must have tricked you. He can recognize me just by looking at my body shape. If he has this ability, why would he need a police dog? Zhang Che. Sorry, I was taught Chinese by a physical education teacher, so the metaphor is inappropriate. Tang Yunren rolled her eyes speechlessly and continued. I was just thinking whether I should explain the matter to my third brother and tell him that this is just a misunderstanding. Please do not. Why? Is your third brother a reasonable person? When has he not acted before thinking? Several times he was almost arrested for beating people. Tang Yunren was shocked. Why does Zhang Che know her third brother so well? Do you still know so much about her third brother? Zhang Che heard that there was no sound on the phone for a long time and remembered what he had just said. Very inappropriate. You, how did you know? Tang Yunren bit her lower lip tightly, her chest rising and falling nervously. Of course he knew, because he was one of the victims of Tang Faizen's fist in his previous life. Of course, there are some things I don't want to lie to you. I'm still thinking about how to tell you. Because I'm afraid that if I tell you, you will be angry and you will never pay attention to me again. He said this. Is he really reborn? Is he doing this now just to make up for her? She doesn't need anyone's help. This was never what she wanted. What she wanted in her previous life was for Zhang Che to be resurrected. As long as he could survive, she was willing to trade her life for her to leave him immediately, no matter what the conditions were. What she wanted now was that through this period of close contact with Zhang Che, she understood her inner thoughts. She still couldn't forget him. So she wants him to be nice to her and be really nice to her. Rather than making up for it out of guilt. Tang Yunren thought about it again, and it seems something was wrong. Even if Zhang Che is reborn, he shouldn't feel guilty about her. In their previous lives, the two of them were only formally married, and had nothing to do with each other in life and making friends. To put it simply, she had hers and he had his. There was no communication between the two, and she had never told him that she liked him. How could he feel guilty about her? But if that wasn't the case, why would Zhang Che say such a thing? There are also things about her third brother, and many, many things in the past. Can't explain it. Why didn't you say a word? Zhang Che felt a little anxious. Girls' thoughts are usually more complicated and he couldn't figure it out. He was afraid that Tang Yunren would have random thoughts. Of course, you won't be angry anymore, will you? No, really do not have. Really do not have. Tang Yunren was indeed not angry, but she was very confused. I need to calm down and think about it. Just then, there was a knock on the door. Xiao Ran, my headset is broken. I want to borrow one from you. It's the third brother. Oh, shish, don't say anything yet. After speaking to the phone, Tang Yunren got out of bed and opened the door. Tang Faizen looked at Tang Yunren with suspicious eyes. He didn't know if it was his imagination, but he always felt that her sister was behaving a little abnormally. As he looked at it, his doubtful eyes fell on Tang Yunren's cell phone. It's so late, who are you calling? Tang Yunren carefully clicked. I'm chatting with Xiao Chao. Tang Yunren grabbed the clothes on her chest and said nervously. Oh. Tang Faizen continued to stare at the phone with doubtful eyes. Third brother, do you have anything else? Tang Yunren handed the phone to Tang Faizen. I just want to borrow some headphones. There's nothing else to do. You can go to bed early after talking. After Tang Faizen left, Tang Yunren patted his chest and breathed a sigh of relief. So nervous, Zhang Che asked aloud. You don't feel pain in your back when you stand and talk? If it were you and your family saw you, would you be nervous? If my family saw me chatting on the phone with such a beautiful girl at night, they would just laugh from ear to ear. Quote. I won't tell you anymore. It's very late. I want to go to bed early. You should go to bed early and recharge yourself. Let's go watch a movie together tomorrow night. Tang Yunren was stunned. There were too many things that happened today, and they were still stimulating, which made her nervous until now, and she had even forgotten about it. Besides, Zhang Che hasn't finished speaking yet. I said, "Good night," to you just now when we were downstairs at your house. You haven't said it to me yet. Aren't you bored, saying the same thing every day? Is it boring? I still want to hear you say, "Good morning," every morning. You gangster. With a beep sound, Tang Yunren hung up the phone directly. Tang Yunren held her face with both hands, which was red and hot. Love experience value plus 578. Need a chocolate chip to cool down. In the end, Tang Yunren ate 3 sticks in a row before her throbbing heart calmed down. The next day, when Zhang Che got up early in the morning, he sent Tang Yunren a good morning, and then went for a routine walk in a nearby park. System, how much experience do I have now? 94,521. Oh, quite a few. These are all the result of the hard work of his little girl wife. When watching a movie in the evening, he would find a suitable opportunity to reward her. It's so exciting just thinking about it. If I remember correctly, the Shanhao experience coupon will expire today, right? There are still 5 hours left. So fast. Thanks to the Shanhao experience coupon during this period, he bought 3 more houses in Chushui community in less than 7 days. I also bought a villa with huge appreciation potential. Of course, what he was interested in was not the appreciation potential of the villa, but he remembered that at a class reunion of Tang Yunren in his previous life, Tang Yunren's classmates kept showing off to her how her husband was rich, and she even bought a house there. Luxurious villas worth tens of millions. Her classmate not only showed off, but also mocked Tang Yunren, so it didn't matter that Tang Yunren was the school beauty back then. Her life was much worse than hers. He didn't look at Tang Yunren's expression at that time. Because at that time, he didn't care what Tang Yunren thought at all. He was him and she was her. It was just a superficial engagement relationship. Even if he stood out, she wouldn't care about it, right? So until the class reunion was over, he ignored Tang Yunren. Thinking about it now, she must have felt very uncomfortable at that time. Very uncomfortable. I really want to slap myself hard. Zhang Che retracted his thoughts and looked in the direction of the villa he bought. When he marries her in the future, he will give her the villa. Not only that, during this period, the materials he donated to poverty alleviation in impoverished mountainous areas in the West were all done in the name of Tang Yunren. At this time, the cell phone rang. Who would call him so early in the morning? Zhang Che took out his cell phone. Forgot about the fat man. Last night, he was all focused on Tang Yunren and completely forgot about Li Hao. I don't know what his condition is now. As soon as the call was connected, Li Hao's excited voice was heard. Lao Zhang, congratulate me. I'm single. Ha ha ha. I've been single for 18 years and I'm finally single. Hearing this, Zhang Che stopped in his tracks. What did you say? He. Guess what happened between Xingxin and I last night? Li Hao asked with a smile. Xingxin, are you called by all these affectionate names? I don't have time to guess, just tell me quickly. After you and Tang School Beauty left last night, Xingxin and I became more and more attached to each other as we chatted. I like to eat delicious food, and she likes to cook delicious food. Not only that, she also likes other things that I like. I feel that we are a match made in heaven, right? Tell the important point. The point is that she was drunk. I originally wanted to drive her back. She said that her parents were strict and did not allow her to drink outside. If they saw it, they would definitely criticize her. She asked me to find a hotel. Guests. Zhang Che's face tightened. Are you staying? I'm a man, of course I want to stay. Did that happen to you? What nonsense are you talking about? I'm not the kind of person who takes advantage of others. I came to the sorority and just want to end my single relationship in a serious way. Then didn't you say you would stay? I stayed here to take care of her. I can't leave a drunk girl alone, right? Hearing this, Zhang Che breathed a sigh of relief. Fortunately, it has not reached the point of no return. Lao Zhang, don't you congratulate me. I confessed my love to her this morning and she said she would think about it. Think about it. Didn't you just say you were single? Listen to me. At first she said she would consider it, but then I found that she had been staring at my watch. Thinking of what you said, you said that she was interested in my watch, so I took off the watch and gave it to her. She fell in love with me. I didn't expect that what you said was absolutely correct. She really liked my watch. Then I confessed to her and she agreed. Quote. Zhang Che. Things have reached this point. If he directly persuades Li Hao to give up, their relationship as brothers will definitely become unhappy, and in the end they may not even be brothers anymore. Just like if Li Hao said something bad about Tang Yunren, then he would definitely be done with him. He had to think about a way to solve this matter, and he had to do it as soon as possible. Lao Zhang, I plan to find a time. I'll call Xingxin and you call the school beauty Tang. The four of us will have dinner together. Okay, just next weekend. This is a good opportunity. When the time comes, he must find a way to successfully break them up and let Li Hao see Mei Shin's ugly face clearly. After Zhang Che returned home from a walk, Zhang Mingquan was opening a jar of Lao Ganma. This cover is quite dandy. Zhang Mingquan pulled hard, and the veins on his forehead burst out, but he still couldn't open it. Old. Lin Ya shook her head and said. Old, who is old? Try again. Go, go, go. You are getting older and more immoral. Your son and daughter are all at home, and you don't have to be shy or impatient to speak. Can I be a shy godmother? If I were shy, would I still have sons and daughters? Speaking of this, Zhang Mingquan looked towards Lin Ya's belly. How's it going? Is there any movement? Zhang Mingquan's words shocked Zhang Che. It turned out that the old couple were discussing secretly giving him younger siblings. Don't touch it, nothing happens. Lin Ya slapped Zhang Mingquan's hand away, and out of the corner of her eye she caught sight of Zhang Che, who was coming back at some unknown time. Xiao Che, are you back? Oh, I just came back, I didn't see or hear anything. Lin Ya, Zhang Mingquan, you might as well not say anything. Zhang Che picked up the old godmother on the table. Xiao Che, this bottle is difficult to open. Before Zhang Mingquan could finish speaking, Zhang Che had already unscrewed the bottle cap. Dad, what did you say? It's nothing. Zhang Mingquan blushed. Lin Ya suppressed a smile. Why? Lin Ya sighed, my little Che has grown up. Zhang Mingquan looked at Zhang Che's hand and sighed in his heart. He has grown up. After sighing, he cursed in his heart. This fool, can't he wait until his mother is gone before turning on Lao Ganma? Doesn't he want to lose face? It's time to find a wife. Find a wife for your son to take care of this fool. I'm only 18. 18? What happened to 18? Your mother and I had you when we were 18. Really, if I remember correctly, you are 39 years old this year, and you will be 40 in 2 months. Why is it wrong when I calculate the days? Dad, did your math teacher and physical education teacher teach you? Go, go, go. This guy really doesn't save any face. If you don't talk about me, just talk about you. It's no use calling me. I'm not of legal age to get married yet. Then you find a girlfriend first. Already chasing. As soon as Zhang Che said these words, Zhang Mingquan and Lin Ya both looked at him. Are you dreaming? Quote. I didn't dream, really. I said I was dreaming. Quote. Well, he won't explain this. When he brings Tang Yunren back in the future, they will know whether they are dreaming or not. Mentioning Tang Yunren, Zhang Che thought of the good morning he sent her in the morning, but she didn't seem to reply yet. Haven't woken up yet. In fact, Tang Yunren had woken up long ago. Stare at the good morning animated emoticon on the screen. Another gif of a man kissing a woman. Love experience value plus 458. Really, I sent this to her so early in the morning. How annoying. Tang Yunren threw the phone aside. Do you think she will reply to you? If you think well, she won't want to follow your lead. 5 minutes later. Ding. Zhang Che received new news. It was sent by Tang Yunren. It's also a GIF. It's an animation of a little kitten lifting the quilt and saying good morning. The kitten's cheeks are red and her little mouth is quite cute. Zhang Che thought that this cute kitten was Tang Yunren, so he kissed the kitten on his phone several times. Zhang Yuan saw this scene as soon as he came out of the room, and was shocked to death. Brother, if you really can't do it, why don't you just find a girlfriend? A man can do it too. You kissing me with your mobile phone is really embarrassing to my sister. Zhang Che walked up to Zhang Yuan and started to pull Zhang Yuan's face. During this period of time, Zhang Yuan's appetite was quite good, and he ate more meat on his face, and his pussy stretched longer. Hiss, ouch, are you pulling the rubber band? Your face is about to fall off. Let go, it hurts. This feeling was quite relaxing, and Zhang Che would not let go. Can't you decorate your head with melon seeds normally? I don't like any flowers. I like lilies and chrysanthemums. Everyone has their own preferences for radishes and vegetables, it's up to you. Let go. I can't control you. I am your brother, and I will control you today. Alas pain mom. Mom. Brother bullying people. Dad. Lin Ya was just about to take a nap when she heard Zhang Yuan's voice coming from outside the door. I'll go out and take a look. What's there to see? Is it as good as me? Zhang Mingquan pulled Lin Ya to the bed. Sleep well. Those who sleep together don't care about them. But it's so loud. It's okay, we'll be louder later. It's lively outside and lively inside, and the family is very harmonious. In the evening, when it was almost 7 o'clock, Zhang Che rode his bicycle towards Tang Yunren's house. You better not come. Tang Yunren sent a message. My parents are at home, and so are my 3 brothers. I'm already on my way here. I'll be at your neighborhood in 5 minutes. So fast. Tang Yunren came to the door of the room, opened a crack in the door and looked outside. The 3rd brother and the 2nd brother are both in the room. Her mother was washing dishes in the kitchen, and her father and her eldest brother were in the room. If she went out like this, they would definitely find her. I've arrived at the gate of your community. Come out. Zhang Che sent a message. Tang Yunren frowned. They are all in the living room. If I go out, they will definitely ask. Then just make up any excuse. I don't want them to lie. Then tell them the truth. Tang Yunren, I'll be waiting for you at the gate of the community. Tang Yunren became increasingly anxious. There are so many mosquitoes in your neighborhood. Tang Yunren's brows furrowed further. The mosquito is still big, its belly is flat, and its legs are still long. Tang Yunren's cell phone kept ringing, all from Zhang Che. Whoever asked you to come here told you not to pick me up. After sending it out, Tang Yunren picked up the bag and went out. Shaoran, where are you going? Tang Faizan raised his head and looked at Tang Yunren. Tang Phelan also looked at Tang Yunren. My friend and I made an appointment to go out. Tang Yunren clutched the strap of her bag and said calmly. It's so late, which friend are you going out with? Xiao Chao, she has been a little tired from her recent review, so we made an appointment to watch a movie together to relax a little. Oh, when will you come back? I'll pick you up. It depends on the situation. I'm not sure when I can come back. Then when you're done playing, call me. Okay. Don't be too late. Okay. Don't go into the dark alleys. Oh, I see. Also, if you are in danger, just. 2nd brother, 3rd brother, I am not a child anymore, I have all these safety knowledge. After some questioning, Tang Yunren was able to leave the house. As soon as she got downstairs, Tang Yunren immediately called Jin Xiaochao. Hello, of course, what's the matter? I want to ask you a favor. If my family calls you later, tell them that we are together. Hearing this, Jin Xiaochao smelled an unusual smell of gossip. You are my best friend, of course I will help you, but before that, you have to tell me who you want to go out with. Just him. Tang Yunren looked at her toes and said hesitantly. Who? Just him. Zhang Che. Tang Yunren's silence was regarded as acquiescence. Of course. Did he drug you? Apart from being handsome, what else is good about him? I asked specifically about him. He often plays games. He was caught playing in class and fell asleep. He doesn't have any outstanding strengths, and his family conditions are average. I don't care if his family situation is good or not. It's not that I'm snobbish, it's just that my mother said that in the future, if you don't have some financial foundation, your life will be very difficult. Bitter. Quote, I know everything, Xiao Chao, thank you, I have my own ideas. Okay, don't cry on the bike then. As soon as Jin Xiaochao finished speaking, Tang Yunren saw Zhang Che coming on a bicycle. Why did he enter the community? He was not afraid that her family would come down and see him. What did you come in for? You don't have to worry about me. It's okay. If you are discovered, I can sneak away quickly and won't be caught. Who is worried about you? You are so beautiful. Tang Yunren rolled her eyes at Zhang Che speechlessly. I'm not stinky, I'm really beautiful. No, I'm really handsome. Tang Yunren gave Zhang Che a look and let him experience it for himself. Come up first. Tang Yunren nodded and looked towards the back seat of the bicycle. The back seat was gone and there was no place to sit. Where's the back seat? Broken. Zhang Che didn't lie. When he took down the back seat last night, he used a little too much force and then broke the back seat. Then where should I sit? Zhang Che lowered his head and looked at the empty cushion between his legs. Sit here. Tang Yunren looked at the small place. If she really sat on it, she would have to stay close to him. Cling. As Tang Yunren watched, her eyes wandered a little. Then his face turned red like shrimp. Love experience value plus 657. No, I'll take a taxi there myself. She doesn't want to die. Isn't it too ambiguous to do this? By the way, you don't know your own figure. You actually let her do it to you. You are shameless, but she still wants shame. Let her sit there. Wouldn't that be? The more Tang Yunren thought about it, the more she blushed and her heart beat. Love experience value plus 316. Although she had helped him change his clothes in his previous life when he was drunk, it was only for his outer clothes and she was not embarrassed to touch what should be touched and what should not be touched. I came here on a bicycle, why do you want to take a taxi? Come up quickly. Seeing how stubborn Tang Yunren was, Zhang Che felt a little regretful. Was he too hasty? If he had known better, he wouldn't have removed the back seat. I'll take a taxi, Tang Yunren insisted, and after speaking, she walked directly towards the gate of the community. Looking at Tang Yunren's leaving figure, Zhang Che had an idea. He turned back towards the community building and shouted, "Hurry up and get in the car, your third brother is out." After hearing this, Tang Yunren acted more than thought, hurriedly raised her legs and sat on it. Zhang Che hugged Tang Yunren, stepped on the pedal, and rushed out of the community at a lightning speed. After several minutes, Tang Yunren was still a little frightened and looked back at the shrinking community. Third brother didn't see us just now, did he? Probably not. I ride fast. Zhang Che deliberately put his face close to Tang Yunren's head, constantly inhaling the fragrance emanating from the girl. Love experience value plus 78. Love experience value plus 74. Love experience value plus 81. No matter how small a mosquito is, it is still meat. The love system he is bound to relies entirely on his little girl wife. In order to make a fortune, he must work harder to obtain a steady stream of love value from her. You weren't lying to me just now, were you? Tang Yunren asked after regaining her composure. What are you lying to? You're still pretending that my third brother didn't come down just now, right? The man I saw just now looks like your third brother. Quote. You are getting worse and worse now, Tang Yunren said in a coquettish voice. If a man is not bad, a woman will not love him. That's what you men think. Then you mean, you like good men. Who doesn't like a good man? Like Big Wolf. Quote. It takes 30 minutes to ride from the community to the cinema. Although the journey is long, the conversation is very enjoyable. I was caught by the traffic police and fined 30 yuan. This little episode did not affect their mood at all. At the entrance of the cinema, Tang Yunren gave Zhang Che 30 yuan in red envelopes. What are you doing? I'm not used to asking boys to pay. It was because I was sitting on it just now. That's why you were fined. Are you so clear with me? Then I was the one riding the bicycle along the way. Do you want to also be clear with me? Zhang Che started to gently scratch Tang Yunren's nose. Don't hold this against me anymore, do you hear me? Tang Yunren can no longer hear it. The nose that had been scraped by Zhang Che's hand was extremely numb. How could he do such a shameful thing to her? Love experience value plus 1245. What to do? She could hardly control herself. Her face must be very red. Let's go. Zhang Che took Tang Yunren's hand and walked towards the cinema. During this period, Tang Yunren kept staring at Zhang Che's hand and continuously contributed experience points to Zhang Che. One after another, they are so dense that they cannot stop at all, and each one is of higher quality than the other. Listening to these system prompts as thick as raindrops, Zhang Che deliberately slowed down to make more money. Wait for me, I'll buy some popcorn and coke. Yeah, Tang Yunren lowered her head and didn't dare to look at Zhang Che. Because her face is very hot now, Her neck is also hot, and her ears are also hot. Would you like some ice cream to cool down? There's a KFC there. Zhang Che said while looking at Tang Yunren with a smile. Zhang Che, you are so bad. Tang Yunren was so teased by Zhang Che that she withdrew her hand angrily. Love experience value plus 578. I'm going to the bathroom. Looking at Tang Yunren running away, Zhang Che felt that it was better to slow down a little and don't make Tang Yunren run away, which would be counterproductive. Tang Yunren ran to the bathroom in one breath and looked at herself in the mirror, feeling as if she was drunk. This Zhang Che, why do you keep teasing her? Do you like seeing her blush so much? And his hands were really thick and big, holding her hands tightly and wrapping them tightly, and his figure. Tang Yunren was thinking about the car that drove to the kindergarten and took the wrong road. Ah, what nonsense is she thinking about? It must be Xiao Chao, who often talks to her about which celebrity has a good figure, how many abs, etc., so she plays short movies in her mind. It took Tang Yunren several minutes to sort out her mood. As soon as he came out of the bathroom, he saw Zhang Che waiting at the door with an ice cream cone. Why did you just buy one? I won't eat, you can eat. Oh, Tang Yunren thought Zhang Che didn't like to eat. However, after she took 2 bites, she found that Zhang Che had been staring at the ice cream in her hand. You want to eat? I didn't want to eat it at first, but when I saw you eating it, I wanted to eat it. Then go buy another one. The movie will start soon, just bear with it. Zhang Che kept staring at the ice cream in Tang Yunren's hand while saying this. Tang Yunren, if you don't mind it, would you like to take a bite? As soon as Tang Yunren finished speaking, Zhang Che stretched out his hand, pulled her hand over, looked at her, lowered his head and opened his mouth to take a bite of the ice cream. Tang Yunren's pupils instantly dilated. Puff, 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 the heart was beating wildly. Love experience points also keep rising and falling and cannot stop. Love experience value plus 1198. Love experience value plus 1396. Love experience value plus 1242. Tang Yunren felt that her heart was about to jump out. Not only that, the place Zhang Che just bit was the same one she had just eaten. Just when Tang Yunren was stunned and unable to react, the melted ice cream flowed onto her fingers. What happened next caused Tang Yunren to evaporate on the spot. Zhang Che took advantage of the situation and sucked on her finger. Love experience value plus 2000. So tall. Zhang Che was startled. He just watched the ice cream flow. It was such a waste. He didn't expect that there would be unexpected gains. Looking at Tang Yunren again, her whole body seemed to be steamed in a steamer. The red ones can smoke. Everyone around was entering the screening room. I looked at the time and it was about to start. The movie is about to start, let's go in. Oh. Tang Yunren responded dully twice, then followed Zhang Che with ice cream, staring blankly. At this time, someone squeezed over. Be careful. Zhang Che grabbed Tang Yunren and held her in his arms. After Tang Yunren reacted, she found that all the ice cream was stuck to Zhang Che's clothes. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. I'll clean it up for you. Tang Yunren took out a tissue and wiped Zhang Che's chest. Zhang Che almost lost control of the ancient power in his body. No need to wipe it, it's fine. It was sticky and uncomfortable. I used a wet wipe and wiped it off immediately. No need. Zhang Che raised his hand and grabbed Tang Yunren's wrist. Tang Yunren looked at Zhang Che with doubtful eyes. Why didn't he let her wipe it? Do you dislike her? Thinking of this, Tang Yunren retracted her hand, lowered her eyes, and her eyes were a little dim. At this moment, he caught sight of something unspeakable from the corner of his eye. Seeing this posture, Tang Yunren realized with hindsight that the spot she was rubbing just now was the man's chest. The movie has started. Tang Yunren ran into the screening room as if running away. Zhang Che hugged the Coke with ice cubes and took 2 deep sips. This girl just wants to grind him to death. How can you be so innocent? The appetizers are so frightening, how can she still cry when the main meal is served? The movie starts. Tang Yunren looked at the big characters on the screen, kiss, and turned to Zhang Che in confusion. Didn't you say you wanted to watch My Youth? Originally, I wanted to watch My Youth with you, but then I found out that Kiss had a good reputation, so I changed it temporarily. The whole plot of My Youth is too watery and tasteless. kiss should be a little more intense and exciting. It should feel better after watching it. Half an hour later, the movie finally reached its climax, and the hero and heroine also began to change their previous shyness, let go and tease me, and I'll kiss you. Because it is about a college campus, the two of them often go to uninhabited corners or pavilions to flirt and kiss each other, which is a little intense. It made Tang Yunren blush, especially when the hero and heroine kissed, her eyes would open very wide. You like seeing this? He had already watched the movie before coming here, so he was not interested in the movie, so he kept staring at Tang Yunren, taking in all Tang Yunren's expressions. I found that the more exciting the clips were, the more fascinated Tang Yunren was. Who likes it? I don't like to see such excitement. Then let's go. Tang Yunren looked at Zhang Che with eyes filled with resentment. I just think the storyline is good, ups and downs, and exciting. Oh, I think so too. Zhang Che said in a strange accent on purpose. Tang Yunren couldn't tell that Zhang Che was teasing her. Just when she was about to reply to Zhang Che, the young couple sitting in front suddenly started chatting. At the beginning, the two of them were just scratching the surface, pecking each other, but later they became more and more detached, and the fight became more and more intense, even more intense than in the movie. Tang Yunren didn't expect that the two people in front of them were playing so crazy. She used to watch this kind of thing through the screen. In real life, she had also seen young lovers banging on the roadside, but they were always far apart. And based on the principle of, see no evil, every time she saw such a scene, she would avoid it. But now, the two people in front were so close and were playing so wildly, which made her face turn red with embarrassment. At this moment, Zhang Che's hand suddenly stretched out and touched her forehead. It's so hot. Are you sick? Zhang Che, Tang Yunren was not stupid, so she couldn't tell that Zhang Che was teasing her. He raised his hand to pull Zhang Che's hand away and stood up. In a hurry, he accidentally tripped his left foot over his right foot and bumped straight into Zhang Che's body. Ouch! Zhang Che's face suddenly turned red and purple in pain, and the veins on his forehead popped out. She hit too hard on the position. Unbiased. Just right. Are you okay? I didn't mean it. Tang Yunren became worried. How can it be okay? This is a big deal. If you hit my budding red penis and affect the reproduction of future generations, you will be a sinner for the ages. Tang Yunren was anxious and angry. How long has it been and still teasing her? It hurts you so much, forget it. After saying that, Tang Yunren frowned and looked at the place where she had just been hit. To be serious, is it okay? Don't worry, the quality is good and strong. Tang Yunren, humph, ignore you. Tang Yunren returned to his seat and sat down. Feeling anxious, he quietly glanced at Zhang Che while worried. Zhang Che was found adjusting his pants. Seeing this scene, Tang Yunren immediately ran away. Love experience value plus 546. After watching the movie, Zhang Che took Tang Yunren to the gate of the community on a bicycle. Don't go in, it will be bad if my family sees me. Okay, I'll watch you go in. Tang Yunren nodded, turned around and walked into the community. After walking a few steps, he looked back and saw that Zhang Che had not left yet, standing holding the bicycle and looking at her. She's already gone in, why doesn't he leave? After Tang Yunren took a few more steps, she looked back again and found that Zhang Che was still watching her. Go back, Tang Yunren shouted to Zhang Che. Okay. After Zhang Che nodded, he still stood there and looked at her. Tang Yunren was indescribably moved, and besides being moved, she was also filled with happiness. Can she really have such happiness? It won't be like a flower in the mirror, a dream in the sky, right? Just when Tang Yunren was feeling uneasy, Zhang Che shouted at her. Of course, go to bed early. Good night. The voice rang right next to my ears, it was so real, and the boy's face was really handsome. She was convinced that this was not a dream, this was happening in reality. Tang Yunren covered her heart and walked backwards, staring at each other with Zhang Che. Tang Yunren didn't plan to look back until she was almost out of sight. Shaoran, why are you walking backwards? Third brother. Tang Yunren was so shocked that she trembled. No, nothing. As soon as he finished speaking, Tang Faizen's doubtful voice sounded in his ears. Why does that person look familiar? Tang Yunren's heart skipped a beat again. Recognized. No way. Is her third brother really better than a police dog? He looks really familiar. Tang Faizan said again. Of course, do you think he looks like my high school classmate? He's my desk mate. Ah, Tang Yunren was stunned for a moment, then turned to look at Tang Faizan. It's a bit different, Tang Faizan said to himself. Tang Yunren breathed a sigh of relief. Zhang Che was right. Her third brother had indeed deceived her when he said he could recognize people by their body shape. Don't look at it. The silhouette is much longer. It's very late. Let's go back. 2. At around 11 o'clock in the evening, Zhang Che came out of the bathroom after taking a shower. After not looking at his phone for 10 minutes, Zhang Che felt as if he had missed something. So even if he needs to go to the bathroom, he will go in with his cell phone. There's nothing I can do about taking a shower. Ran sent me a message. What a strange thing. Zhang Che clicked on the chat interface, and what Tang Yunren sent was a 1-second voice message. She actually took the initiative to send him a voice message. Zhang Che was very curious about what Tang Yunren sent him. Click on it and listen to it. Good evening. Zhang Che's eyes instantly widened with disbelief on his face. After a few seconds, Zhang Che edited the message and sent it to Tang Yunren. You said good night to me. When he didn't take the initiative to mention it, she actually took the initiative to tell him. Tang Yunren had been unable to contain her excitement since she sent the message 8 minutes and 20 seconds ago, waiting for Zhang Che's reply. When I finally got the news, I became even more nervous. Love experience value plus 426. Tang Yunren had already thought of her words. It was you who said good night to me just now at the gate of the community. I was just reciprocating, so I felt the need to reply to you. Yes, that's it, she was just being polite. Men's mouths are all deceiving people. Zhang Che feels that if a woman's mouth can deceive men, she will definitely deceive them every time. Especially beautiful women. Anyway, if Tang Yunren lied to him, he would be willing to do so. Reciprocity, you are so polite. Then you have to say good morning in the morning from now on. Why? Because I send it to you every morning. Quote. Tang Yun realized later that she had been tricked by Zhang Che. But she said it herself, so what can she do? From now on, she can only send good morning and good night, honestly. Go to bed early. Girls are more beautiful when they go to bed early and get up early. Zhang Che looked at the time, and it was almost 11:30. The end of the semester was approaching, and the beginning of the end of the semester at Zhongcheng University was still a bit stressful. It's a pity that his major is different from hers, and the elective courses he takes are different from hers, otherwise he could tell her what to take the exam. What do you mean? You mean I don't look good now? Tang Yunren sent the message angrily. Zhang Che immediately replied. No, you are beautiful. Love experience value plus 346. Didn't you just say that it's more beautiful to go to bed early and get up early? Then you go to bed later. Quote. You can stay up all night. Quote. Tang Yunren was speechless for a moment, then after carefully savoring Zhang Che's words, her face suddenly turned into a smile. She can stay up all night. In his eyes, is she so good looking? He. Tang Yunren laughed happily, the louder she laughed. Tang Faizan, who lives next door, came and knocked on the door. Shaoran, why are you giggling? I was scrolling through Douyin and saw something funny. Go to bed early, we have to get up early tomorrow. Okay, got it. Tang Yunren pouted, looked at Zhang Che's profile picture, and said to herself, it's all your fault, I lied again. After saying that, Tang Yunren put the phone against her heart, pressed it tightly, and sank in. She wished she could put the phone into her heart. After calming down for a few seconds, he took away the phone, lay down, and said to the photo of Zhang Che on the phone, Zhang Che, I have decided that I will still be you in this life. I hope you won't let me down again this time, okay? Quote. A sneeze, Zhang Che sneezed loudly. A sneeze thought. 2 sneezes and cursed. It must be his little girl wife who is thinking of him. Zhang Che turned on the desk lamp and took out a pen and paper. He wanted to write a love letter and send it to Tang Yunren on Valentine's Day. How to write it? Zhang Che scratched his head. He has never written a love letter in his previous life, and the best friend around him is Li Hao. Thinking of Li Hao's IQ, Zhang Che shook his head. What is the difference between asking him for help and asking his nephew who is in kindergarten? Baidu. Zhang Che found a few paragraphs. My cutest girl. I would like to hold up an umbrella for you and protect you from the wind and rain. I would like to wipe away all your sorrow and make you happy forever. Please accept my crazy heart, okay? Please accept my sincere love, okay? Hiss. Too gross. The greatest luck in my life is knowing you, but the greatest misfortune is not being able to have you. Maybe you will meet someone you love deeply, but you will never meet a second person who loves you as much as I do. So the whole meaning of living till now is to meet you at this moment. Headache. Zhang Che continued to search. It was almost 12 o'clock and he didn't know what to write. The next day, as soon as Zhang Yuan came out of the room, he saw Zhang Che's panda eyes. Brother, you didn't sleep last night. I won't go to bed until 2 o'clock. Zhang Che said listlessly. Didn't you promise your parents that you won't be addicted to games anymore? Even if you do it so late, you are not afraid of your body being hollowed out. Let me tell you, a person is like a burning candle. It can burn normally and survive. It took a while, but you had to fan it nearby to speed up its burning. Hearing Zhang Yuan's words, Zhang Che frowned, thinking of the scene where Zhang Yuan cried bitterly after his death. This girl was quite foresight. He didn't die young due to excessive consumption at that time. I'm not playing games, I'm writing love letters. Zhang Yuan's eyes were big and round, just like her face, and it was particularly obvious when she rolled her eyes. Write a love letter. Do you think I will believe it? It is true. Zhang Yuan pointed out the window. You said the sun comes out from the west, I believe it. Quote. I did not lie to you. Zhang Che returned to his room and brought over the colorful envelopes and letter paper he bought. Then, see for yourself. There were 2 versions of the love letter written on the letter paper, which he finally selected. My favorite Ran, you are like the moon in the sky, parked in the middle of the water, always in my heart. You are like the moon in the sky, you will not flow with the waves and will always be close to my side. Vomit. Zhang Yuan couldn't read anymore after reading this. Then look at the next one. Oh my god, this one is even more eye-catching. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you so much. Find an artist to draw you, put you in a cup, drink water and kiss you every day. I'm telling you, brother, how much you hate that girl. You deliberately wrote this kind of thing to disgust her and make her unable to eat. Really, it's indeed a bit disgusting, but it's not that exaggerated, right? Not disgusting, just 100 million. A little disgusting. Quote. Don't you often watch idol dramas? How do you think I should write this love letter? Zhang Yuan looked at Zhang Che with wide eyes. Brother, aren't you? Do you really want to chase girls? Nonsense. If I don't chase girls, how can I chase boys? I support. Zhang Yuan's eyes shone. Zhang Che twitched the corner of his mouth speechlessly, and then gave Zhang Yuan a headache. What's going on in your head? You don't understand the world of Fujoshi. Zhang Che, I'm asking you, how do you think I should write this love letter? Just ask, why are you hitting me on the head? Doesn't it hurt? How rude. How can you catch a girl like this? I can tell you with certainty that I will definitely find you the best sister-in-law in the world. Zhang Che said confidently. Zhang Yuan curled his lips. She didn't believe it. You don't believe it. Do not believe. Then do you want to make another bet? Just hit. If you think about it carefully, don't forget the bucket of iced tea. Hearing what Zhang Che said, Zhang Yuan immediately made a zipper motion on his mouth with his hand. It's not shameful to be a coward, but it would be shameful to shave your head if you lose the bet like last time. Well, let's talk about the topic just now. If you really want to write a love letter to a girl, you should show your sincerity. Girls nowadays are not as easy to coax as they used to be. You can coax them with just a few sweet words, so you have to find a way to let them see your sincerity. Zhang Yuan's words sounded quite reasonable to Zhang Che. Then what should I do to let the other person see my sincerity? Just keep it simple. What's the meaning? Zhang Yuan picked up the love letter from the table. Take a love letter as an example. It doesn't need to be filled with gorgeous words. You just need to express what you want to say in your heart and what you want to do for her. Zhang Yuan's words were simply a revelation to Zhang Che. Yes, he has lived for more than 30 years, but in the end he is not as clear as a high school student. Be sincere. Isn't this great? He knew how to write this love letter. Zhang Che stood up and stretched out his hand to tug Zhang Yuan's face out of habit. You're not old, but you know a lot of things. It hurts. Why do you always pull on my face? You have a fleshy face. Quote. Zhang Che, even if you hurt my body, you also hurt my heart. You've gone too far. Am I complimenting you? I'm proud to have a sister like you. What are you proud of? Proud of my sister for having so much flesh on her face. Zhang Che, I will fight with you. After the two made a fuss for a while, Zhang Che looked at Zhang Yuan and couldn't help but praise him again. You really helped me a lot this time, and your ideas were really good. That's right, this is what I accumulated over time by reading romance novels. In the future, you can ask me anything about love. Zhang Yuan patted his chest and said, looking a little arrogant. Zhang Yuan is very smart, clever, and eccentric. And because of his disabled legs, he is more sensible than his peers. So he was very curious, since Zhang Yuan saw love so clearly, how did she choose such a scumbag in the end and drag her life directly to hell? Thinking of this, Zhang Che felt a little guilty. In his previous life, he was only busy with his career and had no time to care about Zhang Yuan's affairs. So he didn't know much about why Zhang Yuan chose that scumbag. Speaking of it, it seemed that Zhang Yuan often came to their house and chatted very well with Tang Yunren. She was thinking that they had such a good relationship, maybe Zhang Yuan mentioned it to Tang Yunren. But Tang Yunren and Zhang Yuan don't know each other yet. If she was reborn like him, he could ask her. Of course, this is just a thought. The most impossible thing in this world is, what if? Just when Zhang Che was deep in thought, Zhang Yuan was staring at him. She didn't know if it was her imagination, but she always felt that Zhang Che was very mature and steady at this time, not at all like he should have been when he was 18 years old. Sudden, Zhang Yuan thought of the conversation she had with Zhang Che a few days ago. She asked him where the money came from. Her intuition told her that 99% of the time Zhang Che did not win the lottery. As a result, he gave her a random talk, saying that he was actually reborn. Could it be that he was really reborn? Brother, you said before that you were reborn. How many years have you lived? Zhang Yuan is pretending, just having nothing to do, just pretending to play. If Zhang Che is really reborn, how old will he be when he dies? Could it be that Shinzi is actually an old man with a white beard? Zhang Che didn't expect Zhang Yuan to suddenly ask such a question, and the look in his eyes dimmed for a few seconds. 32 years old. 32, excessive accumulation, sudden illness, premature death. When Zhang Che said this, his tone was somewhat emotional. I really have nothing to do, so I'm talking to you about this. Zhang Yuan rolled her eyes at Zhang Che speechlessly. She had just told him not to stay up late, as staying up late would be harmful to the body and could lead to an early death, but he had used these words to fool her so quickly. So infuriating. A person as bad as her brother will definitely live a long life. There is no way he died at the age of 32. Zhang Che looked at Zhang Yuan's back, pushing the wheelchair away with deep eyes, and let out a long sigh of relief. Afterwards, go back to your room and write a love letter. Write your true feelings. This is simple, just say whatever you want. After having a direction, Zhang Che came with his pen. Of course, I'm sorry. I'm blind and blind. I haven't seen your kindness all this time. I didn't know that you have always been by my side, silently guarding and taking care of me. I blame myself very much and regret it. No matter how much I know, my apology is not enough to make up for my apology to you. Half an hour later, the 2,000-word love letter was completed. With a heavy and nervous heart, Zhang Che put the love letter into the envelope. Seal. Put it in a drawer. Just waiting for Valentine's Day, he personally handed the love letter into her hands. I wonder what her reaction will be when she reads this love letter. Just then, the cell phone rang. The call was from Li Hao. What's up, Lao Zhang? Please lend me 500 yuan for Zhanghu's emergency. You asked me to borrow money. I don't know how much better Li Hao's family conditions are than him, of course, referring to his previous life. Now they are almost the same. Hurry, help me, Xingxin and I just had dinner and we didn't have enough money. 500 for a meal. That much for the two of you. Li Hao's family can only be considered a good one, with more pocket money than ordinary college students, but his parents are just working people, far behind the real rich people like Wu Qingxu who drive Ferraris around. Where is 500? We ate more than 1,000, and we don't have enough money. We are still short of 500. So much. Zhang Che frowned. This Mei Xin was really careless. Sharing other people's money means it's not what your parents have earned through hard work. Such a waste. Complaints aside, Zhang Che still transferred 500 yuan to Li Hao. Brother, thank you. When I get married to her in the future, I'll ask you to be the best man. Let's not talk about it now. I'm going to pay. There was a beep sound and the phone was hung up. Be the best man. Don't worry, as long as I'm here, you and Mei Xin will never get married. In class during the day, Zhang Che listened to the same content as before, which was called boring. System, draw a prize. Zhang Che has no interest in gambling, but there is a saying that a little gambling is fun, and it doesn't hurt to play occasionally to increase the interest in life. Thank you for participation. Does the host still want to smoke? Just smoke it 10 times. Drawing 100 experience points once, 10 times is only 1,000. Now that his little girl and wife are so awesome, it's only 1,000 points, and it only takes a few minutes. Okay. Thank you for participation. Thank you for participation. Thank you for participating. Hearing this, Zhang Che missed the days when he had Ocean experience coupons, so he could do whatever he wanted. Just redeeming an Ocean experience coupon requires 100,000 experience points, which is a bit too much for him. Or wait until special times to use it. Just when Zhang Che was thinking this, the system finally no longer said, "Thank you for participating. Congratulations to the host, your physical fitness has increased by 10%. Finally, it was not in vain. Zhang Che looked at his arms, and the muscle lines were more perfect. Lao Zhang, you've built your muscles well. Have you secretly gone to the gym recently? Li Hao looked at Zhang Che and asked. I'm just exercising more, fatty. Do you want to exercise with me, like running in the morning or something? Come on, it's not easy for my parents to raise me so fat. If I lose my weight, it would be the greatest disrespect to them. Zhang Che, I've seen people give reasons why they can't lose weight, but I've never seen people who lose weight can be related to filial piety. I think you'd better exercise. Don't you think it's hard for you with such a body? It's hard work for thin people. We weigh ourselves every day. If we gain 1 or 2 pounds, we need to diet and exercise. We must always be vigilant and don't take it lightly, otherwise our weight will skyrocket. Fat people like us have no worries and can eat whatever we want. What do you want to drink? That's great. Zhang Che heard what he said and thought it made sense. Of course, it is a crooked truth. You can't just make yourself comfortable. Girls won't be interested if they see you like this. Everyone likes carrots and vegetables. Xingxin likes fat people like this. If I lose weight, she will be angry. Quote. This topic can no longer be discussed. After hesitating for 2 seconds, Zhang Che frowned and said, Fat man, let me say hypothetically, what if Mei Xin likes not you as a person, but your money? Impossible. Are you so sure? That's because you don't understand Xingxin. When we meet on the weekend and have a good chat, you will find that Xingxin is the best girl in the world. No, the best girl is his little girl wife. Sure enough, now that Mei Xin is playing tricks on Li Hao, this matter still needs to be considered in the long term and cannot be rushed. When school was about to end, Zhang Che sent Tang Yunren a message. Go back together after school. Go back together. Our homes are not in the same direction. It's okay. I'll go back with you first, and then I'll go back. You were really bored, Tang Yunren complained, but her heart was as sweet as honey. Love experience value plus 298. I'm not just bored, it's just that there are so many bad people now and you are so beautiful. I'm afraid that you are in danger alone. Pretty. Hee hash carrot. Carrot hash. Love experience value plus 369. In the past 2 days, the background of my mobile phone has been buzzing with news about serial murders committed by strong women. 3 victims have appeared, and these 3 girls are all college students. I don't trust you, so I'd better send you back. Zhang Che remembered that in his previous life, this murderer was only caught after committing 5 crimes in a row. Although Tang Yunren was not among them, he could not always worry about her. My third brother said he would pick me up. Third brother-in-law. Take his job. Okay then, I'll wait for you at the gate of your community early tomorrow morning. My second brother said he would send me off by bike tomorrow morning. Second brother-in-law. Then I'll take you back tomorrow night. After Zhang Che sent this message, he immediately added another sentence. Don't tell me, you have already made an agreement with your elder brother. That's not true. My brother-in-law is slightly better. Just when Zhang Che was thinking this, Tang Yunren sent a message. My third brother said he would be responsible for picking me up tomorrow night. Third brother-in-law again. It won't work tomorrow, so it can only be postponed to the day after tomorrow. By the way, my eldest brother will have 2 days off starting the day after tomorrow, and he said he would make a special trip to pick me up. It turns out that my brother-in-law is the most hateful. Tang Yunren looked at the screen that had been motionless for a long time. Through the screen, she seemed to be able to imagine Zhang Che gritting his teeth. PFF'd, I couldn't help laughing. As soon as Tang Yunren laughed out loud, she was called upon by the professor on the stage. Tang Yunren, are my classes that funny? Feel sorry. You don't need to apologize, just read this article. Hearing this, Jin Xiaoqiao took a breath of cold air. This article was entirely in English. She only read 2 or 3 sentences, but she didn't recognize 4 or 5 words. How should she read it? Ran is going to be unlucky. It's strange to say it, but you are always serious in class, why were you laughing just now? Just when Jin Xiaoqiao was confused, he saw Tang Yunren's cell phone hidden in the desk drawer light up. Zhang Che came over with a tears expression. It turns out it was because of Zhang Che. This Zhang Che was indeed not a good person, and she had to find a way to make Ranran realize that Zhang Che was not a person worthy of being entrusted with her life. Okay, Tang Yunren nodded. At Zhongcheng University, they usually only take the CET 6 exam in their sophomore and junior years. She is now a freshman, but she was born again and has already passed the CET 6 exam. Not only that, she also studied abroad for 2 years in her previous life, and her English level was not much worse than her native language. Just reading a 1-page article is nothing more than child's play for her. Tang Yunren picked up the book and spoke authentic English, which was original and fluent, without stumbling upon a sentence. The professor and all the students in the class were stunned. Some classmates secretly recorded it with their mobile phones and posted it to the campus forum. The school beauty deserves to be the school beauty. Not only is she beautiful, she is also good at learning. This fluent and authentic English, if I close my eyes, I will never doubt that it is a foreigner speaking. Same as above. Zhang Che also saw this campus forum. Watching Tang Yunren's authentic pronunciation in the video, I felt particularly proud. This is his wife, so proud. He felt that Tang Yunren in her previous life had studied abroad and was very good at English. She is only in her first year of college now, and her English skills are so good. This talent is really beyond the reach of ordinary people. The popularity of the forum remained high, and students continued to chat lively on the forum. What kind of boy does it take to match such an outstanding girl? Speaking of which, you still remember the last basketball game between the Department of Business and the Department of Computer Science. School beauty Tang helped a classmate from the Department of Business go to the infirmary. I'm right there. That classmate from the business department is named Zhang Che, and he's the class leader of his class. I still have his photo in my hand. Wait a minute, I'll look for it. 2 seconds later, the photo is posted. I'll go. He's so handsome, but he's just a class idol. I think he can compete with all the idols in our school. Have you noticed that they are quite harmonious in the same frame? They are talented and beautiful. Bah, he's so handsome that he can make a living. Let me tell you, I am also in the business department, and I have dealt with Zhang Che before. My studies are average, my sports scores are average, and I often get called out for playing games in class, and I don't. Other hobbies and specialties are too undisciplined at best, and useless at worst. So rubbish. It's really rubbish. Such a person also wants to covet our school beauty. I am the first to disagree. I'm second, third, 999. Zhang Che stopped looking and put his phone in his trouser pocket. What's the use of your opposition to these ignorant humans? It's not something you can interfere with when Tang Yunren likes him. What a pity, he originally planned to go back with Tang Yunren after school. As a result, the three uncles got mixed up. By the way, the landlord of Chushui community is moving out today, so he went over to take a look. Tang Yunren's home is near Chushui community. In the future, their family will be able to move in with Tang Yunren when they move to Chushui community. Just when Zhang Che was thinking beautifully, he suddenly heard an unharmonious sound. You brat, you dare to meddle in my own business. If you don't kneel down and apologize to me today, I will make you look good. This sounds like a gangster looking for trouble. Most people would hide as far away as possible when encountering something like this to avoid getting into trouble. Zhang Che is just an ordinary person. He does not have the courage to act bravely like a hero, so his first reaction is the same as that of ordinary people. Unexpectedly, just as he was about to leave, he heard a familiar voice. Bah, the thief wants me to kneel down and apologize. No way. This voice, isn't he his third brother-in-law? Zhang Che followed the sound to the entrance of the alley and looked inside. It turned out to be his third brother-in-law. Tang Faizan was surrounded by three people, all three of them holding steel pipes in their hands. Seeing this scene, Zhang Che suddenly remembered something. When Tang Faizan was shopping in the supermarket, he saw a thief stealing a pregnant woman's bag, so Tang Faizan shouted and scared the thief away. Later, a thief came to seek revenge and found a few people to beat Tang Faizan so hard that his leg was broken. From then on, he limped and was not able to walk easily. Mad, don't apologize, then I will break your legs. Brothers, come on. The thief and two other people took the guy and smashed it on Tang Faizan's body. Tang Faizan's bare hands were no match for the three men holding the sticks. He received 2 solid blows in a matter of seconds. Not good. If this continues, Tang Faizan will definitely end up crippled like in his previous life. After all, he is his third brother-in-law, so he cannot just turn a blind eye. If something happens to Tang Faizan, Tang Yunren will definitely be worried. Acting faster than thinking, Zhang Che rushed forward, pinned one of them down, and snatched the steel pipe from his hand. You go first. Zhang Che held the steel pipe in front of Tang Faizan. I can't leave. Although he didn't know who the person who suddenly appeared to help him was, if he died now, it would be 3 against 1, and the person who helped him would definitely suffer. Thinking of this, Tang Faizan took a step forward and stood side by side with Zhang Che. Zhang Che looked at Tang Faizan, who had a determined look on his face, and knew that he had a stubborn temper. Even if he was asked to leave, he would never leave, so he kept silent. His eyes glanced around the 3 thieves. With his current physical fitness, he could fight 1 against 2 without any problem. There was no need to exchange the skills of a martial arts master with the system. Leave it to you and leave the rest to me. Zhang Che handed over the man who had taken the steel pipe away from him to Tang Faizan. Good. They are all with bare hands, no one is afraid of whom. He had to quickly deal with the other party and then help the person who rescued him. Tang Faizan used to be a restless master when he was in school. He often got into fights and quickly got rid of the other party. Brother, I'm here to help you. Tang Faizan turned around and saw Zhang Che hitting the thief's leg with a steel pipe, finishing it. Brother, you can do it. Tang Faizan looked at Zhang Che's fair face and thought he was a weak-looking boy, but he didn't expect that he was quite powerful. Go to the hospital quickly. Zhang Che looked at Tang Faizan's face and body with bruises, and the injury was not serious. It's just a minor injury. I used to fight a lot when I was in school. I'll just go back and apply some medicine. By the way, what's your name? You saved me, I have to repay you. Can you give me your sister? Zhang Che thought in his heart. No need to repay, I just draw my sword to help when I see injustice. Hearing what Zhang Che said, Tang Faizan admired him very much. My name is Tang Faizan, and I'm committed to being your friend. My name is Zhang Che. Zhang Che, okay, from now on you will be my brother, Tang Faizan. If you need anything, just come to me. As long as I can do it, I will definitely help you. Hearing Tang Faizan's righteous words and Bo Yuntian's words, Zhang Che thought of the time in his previous life when he often said harsh words to him and beat him. Such a contrast made him feel very strange and subtle. At this moment, the thief got up from the ground and quietly touched the steel pipe. Maid, labor and management want you to die. The thief swung the steel pipe and hit Tang Faizan on the back of the head. Careful, Zhang Che shouted, if this steel pipe hits Tang Faizen's head, he won't open it immediately. Seeing that Tang Faizen couldn't avoid it, Zhang Che quickly pushed Tang Faizen away. With a bang sound, the steel pipe hit his back shoulder blade. At that moment, Zhang Che felt numbness running down his shoulder blades and into his brain. The pain was so painful that he almost lost consciousness. I'll kill you. When Tang Faizen saw Zhang Che getting a stick for him, he immediately became furious and rushed to fight the thief. Tang Faizen pushed the thief to the ground and beat him, punching him left and right to avenge Zhang Che. Zhang Che calmed down for a few minutes before gradually recovering. Stop fighting, otherwise someone will die. At this time, the thief's face was beaten into a pig's head by Tang Faizen, and blood sprayed from his nose and mouth. Tang Faizen got up from the thief and asked, "How are you?" "It shouldn't be serious." Zhang Che raised his shoulders. "Hiss, aha, it hurts. I'll take you to the hospital. It's just a bruise, just apply some painkillers to activate blood circulation and remove blood stasis. I have it at home. You can go to my house. Go to his house. This can be done. Then I'll trouble you." "What trouble? If it weren't for you today, I might have been slapped with a steel pipe." "No, you will only break your leg." If he hadn't intervened rashly just now, the thief wouldn't have been forced to hit Tang Faizen on the back of the head with a steel pipe. When Zhang Che thought about what happened just now, he was so frightened that he broke into a cold sweat. He was directly involved in the fact that the thief's steel pipe really hit Tang Faizen's head. Although his original intention of saving people was good, the final result was so serious that it was irreparable. Fortunately, there was no danger. 10 minutes later. "My home is here," Tang Faizen said as he came to the gate of the community. Zhang Che wanted to say that he knew. Regardless of his past life, he has been here twice in this life, and he was almost caught by you both times. After Zhang Che followed Tang Faizen into the elevator, he reached for the dark floor, 17. "Huh, how do you know I live on the 17th floor? You just said it." Zhang Che was flustered, but his face was calm. "Really, did I just say that? Why don't I remember?" "You probably just mentioned it casually without thinking." "Probably." Zhang Che breathed a sigh of relief when he saw that he had been fooled. Fortunately, it was his third brother-in-law who was bold and careless. If it were his second brother-in-law and first brother-in-law, he would not be so easily deceived. 1702. As soon as Tang Faizen put in the key, the door opened from the inside. "Third brother, weren't you going to pick me up? Why didn't you come back until now? I thought something happened to you on the way." When Tang Yunren said this, she noticed Zhang Che standing behind Tang Faizen, and her eyes suddenly opened wide and round, full of shock. "What's the situation? Why did Zhang Che come to their house? And he came with his third brother." Zhang Che stretched out his hand and waved it towards Tang Yunren. "What a coincidence, I didn't expect him to be your third brother." Tang Faizen looked at Zhang Che and then at Tang Yunren. "Do you know each other?" "We are from the same school," Zhang Che replied. "So that's it. Why are you together?" Tang Yunren found that she couldn't speak properly as soon as she spoke. "I was blocked by someone on the road just now. Fortunately, he came to help. Otherwise, my life might have been saved there today." "Are you injured?" Tang Yunren asked. Okay." Before Tang Faizen could finish the last word, he saw Tang Yunren hurriedly passed by him and came to Zhang Che. His anxious eyes scanned Zhang Che up and down carefully. Worried face. "No, Shaoran, I'm injured too." Tang Faizen's words were somewhat aggrieved. Also, Tang Yunren got this point. So Zhang Che was also injured. "Where are you injured? Let me see. It's not serious, you don't have to worry." "I don't believe it, show me." Tang Yunren didn't believe Zhang Che's, "It's not serious, at all." During the last basketball game, Zhang Che's knee kept bleeding, so he said it wasn't serious. So she didn't believe Zhang Che's words, she had to see it before she felt relieved. "It's just on the back shoulder blade. It's really not serious." "Show me. Isn't this not good? What's wrong? Take off your clothes." "Take it off right here." "What nonsense, hurry up." Tang Yunren couldn't wait any longer and directly started to pull Zhang Che's clothes up. Cough cough cough. Tang Faizen cleared his throat, and then pulled Tang Yunren's hand off. "Shaoran, you are a girl, what are you doing?" Why do you take off boys' clothes when you come up? Even if you are handsome, you can't do this. Hearing what Tang Faizan said, Tang Yunren was startled for a moment, not understanding what Tang Faizan said. After a few seconds, he realized that Tang Faizan had misunderstood. After Tang Faizan finished speaking to Tang Yunren, he said to Zhang Che in an apologetic tone, "I'm sorry, my sister is a little out of sorts." It's okay, it's okay. Zhang Che straightened the clothes that were wrinkled by Tang Yunren. "Stop standing at the door and come in quickly." Tang Faizan warmly greeted Zhang Che to enter. "There happen to be 2 ointments. I also have a wound on my leg. It's not convenient to take it off here. I'll go back to the room and apply it. Shaoran, take care of him. I'll come out later." "Okay, I get it." After Tang Faizan returned to the room, Zhang Che and Tang Yunren were the only 2 people left in the living room. It suddenly became quiet, and the atmosphere became slightly awkward. "Take off your clothes and I'll apply it for you," Tang Yunren said with a blushing face. Good. Zhang Che would not be polite to Tang Yunren about this kind of thing, and would take off his clothes without saying anything. Hiss, I couldn't lift my left shoulder and couldn't take it off. "I'll help you." Tang Yunren was only worried about Zhang Che's injury, so she didn't think too much. She stepped forward to the sofa and immediately helped Zhang Che take off his t-shirt. There is a high swelling on the back shoulder blade, which makes it very painful to look at. Tang Yunren's eyes suddenly turned red, and she felt unspeakably distressed. After Zhang Che felt that Tang Yunren's mood was not right, he turned around and saw tears falling from her eyes. "Ranran, I'll help you apply the medicine." Tang Yunren raised her hand in panic and wiped it on her face. When she saw the injury on Zhang Che's back just now, she shed useless tears. Unexpectedly, Zhang Che suddenly turned around and saw it. What a shame. Tang Yunren squeezed out a soybean-sized amount of medicine, melted it in the palm of her hand, and then gently applied it on Zhang Che's back. "If it hurts, you must tell me and I'll be gentler." Good. Listening to her gentle voice, feeling her gentle movements on his body, and thinking of the scene where she secretly shed tears just now, Zhang Che wanted to hold Tang Yunren in his arms and feel sorry for her. But now at Tang Yunren's house, if he really takes action and waits until Tang Faizan sees him, it will be very difficult for him to chase Tang Yunren in the future. So he can only restrain himself. Restraint again. Just when Zhang Che was thinking this, his back suddenly hurt badly. Hiss, I'm sorry, I was too harsh and I hurt you. The girl's voice behind her had a hint of crying. Did she cry again? Zhang Che quickly turned around to look. After seeing the tears on Tang Yunren's face, he moved forward impulsively and grabbed Tang Yunren's arm. He pulled her into his arms and held her. Tang Yunren looked at Zhang Che with eyes wide open in disbelief. "You fool, I told you it doesn't hurt, and yet you still cry." "I'm most afraid of girls crying." "He is actually most afraid of you crying." Tang Yunren stared straight at Zhang Che, nestling in his bare and strong chest. The male hormones wrapped around her, making her heart beat so fast that she was suffocating. Love experience value plus 1356. Love experience value plus 1678. Love experience value plus 1779. Before she could adjust, Zhang Che's hand had already reached out and scratched her nose. She couldn't stand it originally, but now that he was teasing her like this, she felt like she was about to melt. Love experience value plus 2098. At this moment, Tang Faizan opened the door and came out. "What are you doing?" "P.S. Xiao Yu Qikun. It's been 3 days and 4 updates in a row. Because I have a sprained foot, I can't use my hands very well, so the code is slow and the speed is a little slower. Forgive me. I hope everyone will support it and subscribe more."